gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
The following is a world-class Bullshitters exclusive.
Welcome to World Class Bullshitters, the epitome of pop culture. I'm your host, Jeff Hicks, and with me tonight is Big Rig Nick Utam.
Thanks. Thank you, Jeff. Thank you for... I'm happy to be here on this wonderful Thursday night with all of you.
Well, I'm happy to have you, man. It's not like you've been around for the last 373 episodes or so.
No. I've missed a handful here and there. You know, it happens. It happens.
Yeah. Folks, while we're waiting for our pal Dion to join us, we do have another bullshitter joining us tonight. Say hello to, well, he comes all the way from the Place to Be Reviews, the one, the only, Etep Wakuian.
Thank you. It's good to be here. Yeah, it's a short trip down 75 from the Place to Be Reviews to the official World Class Bullshitters headquarters. And I am happy to be here again. And I haven't been here for 373 episodes. I've been here for 3. I'm only 370 away from tying Nick. And, a few absences on the way. And, I'll be right there in about 57 years. Thanks for having me, Jeff.
It's always a pleasure to have you, man. You're excited for tonight. We're excited for tonight. And folks, this is a special episode because you guys can dictate some of the topics we talk about. We'd like to keep this a lot of fun and light. So just send in your messages and tell us what you want us to cover. And we will. Kind of an improv episode. Because Ahsoka's not worth going and giving an extra episode to. And the world of pop culture is ever declining into depravity. Well, it's already there. And now it's just getting some dirt kicked on it. But before we start anything else, let's start the show like we always do and give a shout out to everybody who's a patron. So folks, over on Patreon, you're about to get a nice content drop. You're going to get your 2 Schlocktoberfest videos that we can't put on YouTube, a commentary for Killer Clowns from Outer Space, and some bonus content that's on the way as well. Now that's just leading us into Schlocktoberfest. We're getting ready to start the season of celebration here on the channel. I'm going to go out and give you guys a retail video that's very topical for the holiday, so be on the lookout for that next week. This week, you got a fun video that I know you're going to love on Saturday morning, so be on the lookout for that. This week has been an interesting week for WCBs because over the weekend, I worked the Cincinnati Comic Expo. And Nick, I only mentioned this to you in passing. That was a hell of a show. If you thought Horror Hound had great brand recognition for WCBS, the Cincinnati Comic Expo blew Horror Hound out of the water, dude. I thought it was going to be the other way around.
Yeah, I mean it's always good to hear that people are know who we are and things like that. No, I saw we got tagged in some stuff on Instagram. That was nice. To hear that people really love the show and are still rocking with us and things like that. Man, it's always nice to see.
Well, it was fun to see this guy from Marvel. His name's he's Marvel DC. He's a famous cartoonist, but he's like, I listen to your show. I really like it. I'm like, thanks, man. And he bought a copy of Stealing Soul, and he goes, I read your book. I like it, man. He's really a funny dude. So, folks, check out Alt Baltazar. He's a great artist, and he has good taste in entertainment. So, shout out to you, Art, if you're listening right now.
I'm glad. I'm glad he likes us, even though we're constantly shitting on Marvel and DC.
Oh, the thing is, I think we've transitioned into a weird category of we don't really shit on things as much as people was what we used to. So we're in this weird window of we're now creators and people just kind of know the show and what we talk about. So I don't think it's that anymore. We're not one of the angry young men that are out there on the internet. I don't know about you, but I'm just not angry about the shit anymore. It's been bad for so long. I figure I'm going to give myself a heart attack or some hemorrhoids or something if I don't calm down. So I'm just going to chill the fuck out and enjoy my life.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, no need to cry over spilt milk
or Captain Marvel
or that either.
The reason it's the title card tonight is there's a rumor that it's one of the more expensive Marvel films. I saw some number somewhere that said $273 million. I went, what the hell can this
30 million? Apparently, I heard a rumor as well, and I think $35 or $37 million were used to just build Brie Larson an ass. So that.
Oh,
Nick, you haven't had her doing lunges out in the garage. You know,
I've
come
tried.
on.
God damn it, I've tried. She keeps
Look,
saying,
all these girls-
she keeps saying, is this a personal attack or something? I'm like, no, woman.
This is look, man. Look, she's a skinny ass white girl. Like some red beans and rice, some lunges. You know, tie some weights to her ankles, make her walk around with those on. And yeah, she can, you know, even you too, Bree, can develop a booty. It's possible. we get her that Miss New Booty. Bubba K's not doing anything these days. Well, there's a reference.
Oh my gosh.
You think Bree can squat 200 pounds, 300 pounds?
I cannot see her squat. Okay, I would let her. I'm about 215 right now. I would be like, girl, put me on them narrow ass shoulders and let's see if you can squat me. Let's see. And then I'll just toss you around like a little rag doll. Like
She might be able to do the bar. Might be able to.
Them chicken ass legs. Like, that's so funny. Like, they're doing them hip thrusts. I'm like, you ain't got nothing to thrust, girl. What are you doing? Like, it's just pure narcissism. And the movie, like, they spent so much money, and you use, what is it, the 2.5 times multiplier on that, and you've got nothing to protect this movie with like they did in 2018. There's nothing to put it in between. You've got no end game. You've got no infinity. What? We're going to put it between Secret Invasion and what? Thunderbolts? Yay.
Yeah, Harrison Ford can save another property. Oh, wait. No, he can't.
God damn it.
They'll just kill me off in this one, too.
He's been injured on every movie he's been on, okay? Come on.
He's 82.
Yeah, that's...
His bones are
Nick, you
paper.
should know about it. They are paper. It's like Mr. Glass from Unbreakable.
There you go.
Harrison Ford suffers from the disease known as osteoporosis.
My greatest enemy, the one I could never defeat, osteoporosis. I should have drank more milk.
Folks, if you want to find out what happens to Harrison Ford when he gets run through the ringer, go to stealingsolo.com right now. We are on our, I want to say our final case and a half, and then they're gone forever of this original copy.
Oh God, I'm glad those have kind of flown out. That's awesome. That's awesome,
dude. For as whatever as like live stream views are, the amount of books and the sales figures from this book has been ridiculous. Like if we kept this up for an entire year, it would outdo one of the Indiegogos. So it's like it keeps moving that fucking quickly. I'm just like, all right, I'll go to the post office. They even have a special lane for me now. I think it just comes from the lady liking me because I'm very friendly to her and she's very friendly back. So it's kind of like, you know, oh, hey, you're that guy that doesn't complain if the printer messes up. It's like, yeah, lady, I get it. Shit happens. Technology is retarded.
Yeah, things happen.
So you walk in and she's like, oh, hi, Jeff. You're my favorite customer. He's like, haha, I know. Hi, doggy. And just walks out.
Bye. Thanks a lot. Bye. Yeah, that's exactly what it looks like when I drop off an order of Stealing Solo to the post office.
Oh, my God.
So, folks, I will go to the post office tomorrow. So if anybody wants to pick up a copy right now, like I said, we're on our last case and a half, and then they'll be gone. The allotment I took to the convention sold all but one copy, so that was cool.
Jeez.
But yeah, that original cover that looks like the toy, every Star Wars fan that's of a certain age goes, that looks familiar, and then they flip it over and they see the back and they buy it. Like, most people don't even read through the book. They look at the cover and go, oh, I want this. So
I love it.
It's fantastic.
That makes me pretty happy, too. There's even interest in the Fandom Menace edition. People at this convention were like, oh, I remember the Fandom Menace. And then they buy a copy. And I'm like, cool. So, folks, I'll go ahead and put those old Fandom Menace versions up on the website, too. If you're nostalgic for the community when it was still a thing, well, then go get a book that celebrates that. The only piece of Fandom Menace merchandise that ever existed was from here on WCBS.
You
may have a shirt, you may have a hat.
On a YouTube channel far, far away.
Yeah. Depending on where you listen from. We might be far, far away from you.
That's true.
Or we might be right up the street. Who knows? Either way, you're going to have a good time with us.
Fucking loudy.
You just missed a perfect opportunity to be like, it doesn't matter where you are.
Oh, dude. It's been a rock-centric week, so I'm kind of rocked
We just
out.
watched Survivor Series 98 Tuesday night.
Ah,
on
damn
my
it!
channel.
Now you're in the wrestling I want to be a part of. Give me a call when you guys
see,
do this.
every Tuesday night, there's this other little show called The High Council. You're kind of busy doing, and like I said, if you guys are, if we're Coruscant, we're down there and we're selling death sticks, watching old wrestling on Tuesdays. And cheap plug for the channel, but starting next Tuesday, every Tuesday through October, sans Halloween, we will be streaming a different Halloween Havoc from 97, starting with the famous Piper and Hogan cage match, all the way up to 2000, where the card is truly terrifying. And I'm doing horror content all month too. I'm getting ready to record a Phantasm franchise review with Trina from Real Horror. I just watched Phantasm 3, 4, and 5 all in one day, and that was almost as painful as watching every episode of Batwoman. I'm not gonna lie,
Dude, they like the first one's fine, and they diminish real quick after that. They really do.
It goes off the cliff faster than Hellraiser, Nick.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, yeah. At least Hellraiser, like the first 4 Hellraisers are fine.
yeah,
Like, they're okay. That fourth one is I guess everybody went to space. Like all those franchises went to fucking space. That's how it works. Leprechaun, Jason, Hellraiser, whatever. And that fourth
Is
one's
that
fine, but after
Bloodline?
that, yeah, Bloodline, yeah. That
Yeah.
and then after that, yeah, then they really just like start dropping off quickly.
Pinhead in space.
Well, I'm looking forward to some of the Schlocktoberfest content that we're going to produce. Now, folks, real quick, thank you to our listener who's currently listening in Norway who just bought a copy of Stealing Solo. I will ship your book out
Hey.
tomorrow.
Nice.
Yeah, so yes, we put the world in world-class bullshitters here. Now, speaking of world traveling, Nick, you and I are taking a little trip down south next week. We're going to Halloween Horror Nights, and folks, next Saturday night, you can watch a live stream. We don't know exactly how long it's going to be on for, but we will.
We're
You
gonna
will set it up.
try. We're gonna try.
Oh, we're going to stream there. I'm going to set it up. We're going to commit, man, because we want to gain. We want a lot of people to watch and hang out with us because WCBS is going all over the world, and our ultimate goal is to go to Japan in 2025 for Star Wars Celebration.
Yeah.
But you can start our journey with us next Saturday night.
If we do Horror Nights again next year, we need to plan it a little bit better.
Oh yeah. I'm used to living out in California where it's like everything's already prepared. It's like, oh yeah, we're gonna do Horror Nights. We bought our shit a month and a half in advance because it was 5 miles from my place. So
Yeah.
this year's gonna be interesting though.
Yeah, it is. Well, next time, yeah, if we do it next year, we'll plan a little bit further in advance and try to make sure it's a little bit easier to to manage.
But you know what? It doesn't matter. We got it taken care of. We got tickets, we got flights, we got hotel, we got a rental car. We're good to go. So, folks,
Yeah,
if
we
you
are.
want to watch Nick and Jeff from WCBS go on an adventure, well, then join us next Saturday night. You can follow all of our exploits on Twitter, on Facebook, on YouTube, on Rumble, kind of, because, we're still trying to build that one. For some reason, it's incredibly hard to upload to Rumble and YouTube. I keep forgetting. It's like, all right, video's uploaded. Now time to get back to other shit. And, so we owe you guys a very special Rumble exclusive live stream, which will be coming probably not this week, but the week after that at the earliest.
So this will be Nick and Jeff's excellent adventure.
Yes. You know what I hope it turns into, Nick?
What?
A Weekend at Bernie's situation where you have to hide a corpse the whole time.
I'm okay with that because it'll just be a very silent plane ride back to Atlanta. Of like nothing happened. It was fine. We never speak of this again.
Oh, dude, I'd be like, it was the greatest trip ever. This weird old guy wouldn't leave us alone. He went everywhere with us, so then we just left him at the airport. That's the end of the
Damn
story.
it, Lape. Damn it, Lape.
Oh, God.
man.
Channel Dad, he could come down and hang out with us and die on the trip.
Oh God.
Oh my God.
That sounds
How'd he
horrible. I
die?
wouldn't
He
want
hit
that
his
to
head in the table.
happen. Well, somebody listens to our show.
Oh my God. That was hilarious.
I've heard it on the show, and then Lape told me that story.
Dude, that's like he claims to be really smart, but yet he sleeps with his head underneath the fucking table. Jesus Christ.
I mean, you can be book smart, but not, aware of your surroundings.
That's true. That's very true.
Now,
But it
let's
was
be aware
just
of our-
funny. It was just funny because whenever he'd have to go pee the 4 times at night, he would have to. He'd get up and tunk. You just hear that like every time. It's like, oh,
It's a Lape alarm.
why? Yeah, it's like, why are you sleeping now? Flip around.
I mean, I guess he was afraid of Dion's ringtone of Bulk and Skull the whole time.
God, Dion sleeps like a goddamn log if his phone goes off. Good luck.
Well, it'll wake you up, just not him.
Yeah, that's true.
So, speaking of our surroundings that we're going to check out, let's check out our listeners. Folks, thank you for joining us tonight. We have a word of the day from our friend Georgian. So he beat TLJ Screwjob to it this week. Or no, it's Troubles 08 that's usually the word of the day. Today's word of the day will be a foreign language edition. Okole is the word. Look it up to learn the term that turned from vulgar into a slang word. So, I did look up the word. It's the Hawaiian word for anus.
Go figure. Go figure.
So we're going to be changing some famous titles, and we can put the word, I guess it's Okole, not Okol, but, Okole. So Okole's in the outfield.
Okole's on a plane.
Oh.
Damn.
12 angry Okoles.
How Stella got her Okole back.
Medea goes to Okole. That's not a good one.
What is
stumped
the
with
one?
this one?
The good, the bad, the Okole.
Little shop of Okoles.
Like in the chat, a fistful of Okole.
There you go. There you go.
We also have Hell Comes to Okole Town. The Okole is not enough. Crimson Okole for a few Okoles more. Doctor Strange 2 in the Multiverse of Okoles. Oh my god.
Village of the Okole?
There you go.
Oh,
Village
there.
of the Anus. How does that sound for a fucking movie?
Might as well keep those creepy little blonde bastards away. We're fine.
Yeah, John Carpenter can direct that one as well. It'll be his return to film. So, folks, keep on playing tonight with us at home. This is a fan-directed episode, so our friend Georgian also sends in our first topic. But before we get into that topic, I'd like to follow up from last week's show. Last week we did our box office game where we guessed The Expendables 4. Now, the WCBS rule is closest without going over, aka the Price is Right rule. And let's see what we guessed. So, Dion, who will be here in a moment, guessed $40 million for the opening. Nick guessed 45. Kendo guessed a whopping $1. I guessed 16 million. Now, Pete, do you know the Expendables box office?
I heard it, but I can't remember it.
Well, then, would you like to play and guess before I read it out loud?
I'm gonna say 26 million.
All right. Well, you are going to win now because Dion and Nick both went over. And Kendo bet $1, but I was closest until we gave you the game. So it's $33.2 million on a $100 million budget. So The Expendables 4 is... some people are shitting on it. Some people are liking it. I didn't watch it because...
I watched it. It was not good. It was
that
really
bad,
not.
huh?
Yeah. It felt like everything felt like a soundstage, or it was like PS3 level like game graphics. It all felt very small, and having Megan Fox there just felt like she was trying to overtake the whole thing. It was very weird, very strange.
Why?
Yeah. I don't know, man. It was, and like it felt like a sci-fi action movie. Like it felt like it was from them.
It's not 2009 anymore. Why does she keep trying? I don't get it. It was a bad idea.
She was in that action movie on Netflix where she played like some kind of like, was she a merc or something? Which is hilarious. That's hilarious to begin with. I didn't watch it. I'm not watching. I'm a 20-pound girl boss. I'm not. I have no use for that. But I didn't know she was in this movie or why she's doing action when she's not capable of. I mean, the suspension of disbelief is, paramount to movies like this. At least a minute ability, even, as you said, Nick, this is not a good movie. It's like PlayStation type stuff. But I mean, please tell me she had some hand-to-hand combat scenes where she whipped some guys like Jeff size. I really want to hear that.
No,
I need to hear that.
She was mainly like a lot of shooting and things like that. Not any. I know her and Jason Statham, like, I guess kind of wrestled and then ended up having sex in the movie. Like, they kind of fight on the floor and then like all of a sudden bedroom. Like that's how it happens.
Well, I mean, Jason Statham, ever since he was in Snatch, it's been thrown his way. So, kudos to you, Jason.
I mean, he just does what we'd all do in that situation.
Yeah. But the movie...
I'm afraid of her serial killer thumbs. I'm not going to lie.
Jesus.
I'm glad you know about her thumbs. I brought that up on the High Council, and they had to look her a thumbs up, and they were like, oh, my God. I thought it was
Ever since she was in Transformers, bro, they've been trying to hide him. It's like she has serial killer thumbs. Like, no, I'm not putting myself in a vulnerable position with somebody like that. Like, no, I'm going to end up dead.
The movie you're referring to, Etep, is Rogue, that came out in 2020.
Yes.
A battle-hardened mercenary leads a team of soldiers on a daring mission to rescue hostages in remote Africa. That's what Google says.
Battle-hardened mercs. Like, look at me and my M4. Oh, my God, I'm going to kill these guysies and save the world. No, you're not, Megan. Go put your kid in a dress and be quiet.
Does it at least end with Africa by Toto?
I don't know. I never watched Rogue. Like as soon as I saw her on it and read the description, I was like, I'm good. I don't need to watch this. It's fine.
Oof.
Yeah, I wish they just made her show everything like they were going to in Jennifer's body. Everybody would have been happy, But no, it had to be deleted scene on the fucking Blu-ray, whatever.
How many copies of the Blu-ray did you buy?
A lot.
Do you have more copies of that than the Boys of Somerville?
You have all those copies now, man.
That's true, I do. Oh, we need to start taking those back to shows to give out.
I know.
For free.
I'm about to say. I was like, you should. I'm surprised you didn't give me a couple boxes to take to shows and just leave them there.
It's like, hey guys, thanks for buying a copy of Stealing Solo. I'm excited to tell you more about Wokebuster. Here's a free perk, The Boys of Somerville. It has nothing to do with us, but hey, you'll have a good time.
That's funny as hell.
Now, this week for our game, the film that we'll talk about is The Creator, which stars John David Washington, Benedict Wong, and Allison Janney. So, it's the story of the little girl who's the AI robot, and they're going to destroy the planet because they're trying to take the planet back from the AI. I assume that's what it is from the trailer. So, it looks pretty cool. I wanted to do some more AI month stuff, but as you know, Wokebusters has been at the forefront of everything because the hype on that book is high, and I want to make sure everything's 100% perfect for 2024. So, this movie is a big-budget film. It's from Gareth Edwards, who directed Rogue One and Godzilla. And what do you guys think it's going to make? Nick? Take a minute. Pete, you go first.
All right. This one, I saw the preview for this when I went to see The Nun 2. I mean, God, I don't really know what else is coming out this weekend. I'd say this one probably knocks off domestic around, we'll go with 42 million.
All right, Nick?
I'm going to go 30. I'm going to go low this time. Also, looking at Google, it says the budget for this is $80 million. So that's surprising.
I'm going to guess 35 because I think it's going to do okay numbers with the cast, and the trailer looks pretty cool. But I don't think this is going to be a game changer. It's like if it's not Barbenheimer or a couple other things this year, people just don't give a shit.
I don't know. The creator looks good. I've been watching the trailer ever since it dropped. It looks like it definitely has that Rogue One feel. You can definitely tell it's got that CG and the direction to it. And I do love the way that everything looks. It looks great. Like the CG is so good you can't tell it's not CG. I'm definitely gonna check it out for sure.
So we'll let Kendo and Dion vote later. We'll give them a chance. But folks, let us know what you think about The Creator and if you're interested in it. So, let's start off the show with our first fan-directed topic from Sejorjan, who says, WGA settled. Late night talk show hosts are coming back. Woohoo! And SAG is now getting video game voiceovers to strike. Striking never ends. Hulk hyperventilating. We'll press your button in a moment. So yes, we talked about, well, I didn't talk about it on the show. I talked with Script Doctor about the stuff, about the strike ending. And so now the WGA, the Writers Guild of America strike is over. So now the writers can get back to work. I've been seeing articles pop up talking about this topic and how certain shows are in a rush to get back into production, like Stranger Things. And so they have to make up for a lot of lost time. What did you guys think about the writer's strike being resolved? Did you think that it was going to be going on for a lot longer, or do you think this was just about right in terms of time?
Go ahead, Nick. I'll default to you first.
Oh, okay, no problem. No, I was kind of hoping it would go on longer and really mess things up. I was hoping it was going to go until the end of the year, and then people would really be scrambling for entertainment and stuff like that. But I guess the higher ups saw like, hey, we don't have anything going on. We need we need to get shit going, and now it's happening. The thing is that I was never for the strikes. I thought it was a stupid reason. That these people are striking, and they're like, oh, we can't live in California. It's tough to live and tough to pay things out here. It's like, yeah, everything costs a lot out there. How about you not live there and like write from fucking Texas or Nevada or like Tennessee or something and just email your shit or do a Zoom call or whatever the hell it is. Like it's not
always an option for a lot of people that are like lower tier writers because they have to be on set working on shit constantly.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy. But all it's going to do is that like, it's the thing is like these CEOs are not going to take a pay cut just because they have to pay these people more. They're going to put the cost on the consumer, and we're going to suffer. That's what people don't realize. Like they're going to make streaming more expensive again in another probably 6 months to a year, and it's going to go up, and it's going to be more expensive. It's going to be more more and more people are going to try to figure out what they can live with, what they can live without. So it's going to be really interesting to see what happens. I know I just read an article today that apparently Disney Plus is going to clamp down on passwords all of a sudden now too.
Yeah, that started in Canada.
Yeah, so I mean, it's apparently it worked for Netflix, and they got some more money out of it, and they got new subscribers because you couldn't 5 people couldn't be on one account anymore. So it kind of towards their numbers and made their CEOs very happy and and their board very happy. So that's why it worked. So Disney's following suit because they're scrambling for money because they're trying to put out a bunch of fires. But I mean, the striking for the entertainment industry is incredibly dumb. I never cared for it, nor did I give any sympathy to them. I know some people like gave them money for their like fund or things like that, and that was stupid. It's like they'll be fine. Don't worry.
What about you, Etep?
I was in the school of thought. I thought it would go on longer. I really didn't see them settling. But as Nick alluded to, the higher ups aren't going to lose money because the writers want to march around and demand and act like entitled children. I mean, let's be honest, but most of these writers, and I don't want to say most of them because I'm sure there's some talented individuals out there because we do get a diamond in the rough as far as modern entertainment goes from time to time. But it's few and far between. I didn't really, it's hard for me to be empathetic towards these folks when they've told me for the last, 7 years that they hate me. I mean, in all honesty, though, that's what we get from Hollywood now is you're bad and, this is why. It's either you're a man or, whatever. So, yeah, me feeling sorry for them was, it was few and far between. Yeah, now I hear voice actors, the video game industry, all the voice that they want it, they're going to strike. It's like, this is utterly ridiculous. It's a stunt, and yeah, the late night shows coming back. It's like when they were gone, nothing of value was lost. Like I got rid of cable almost a year ago, and the only thing I miss is football. Like that's the only thing I miss, and I can get that on streaming services now. So it's like there's really no use for it. There's nothing good on television. And I mentioned earlier the writers. Look at these writers' rooms. These aren't writers. These are activists pretending to be writers. We've all covered enough bad entertainment to be able to discern between an actual writer and somebody who is just trying to, project their own, politics into these, the IPs. And it's like, how can I feel sorry for somebody like that? You know, why should I sympathize with them? You know, I've been out of work. You know, I've had, you know, I never marched around and strive. And I've worked union jobs, and you know, it's never going to. You're not going to get me to feel sorry for you. I'm sorry. When there's people who have to choose between, you know, putting gas in their car or paying a light bill. You know, you're crying because you can't buy your $25 latte, you know, and sit there in, you know, in a Starbucks and complain about how bad you've got it. You know, you know, I'm sorry, I got a violin I'll play for you, but you know, it's really tiny.
Oh, I didn't think it was going to go on much longer, to be perfectly honest. I know I wanted to see. Remember, we always jokingly say, folks, I'm an agent of chaos here on the channel. I want to see how far it can go, how crazy things can get. I want to see how extreme it will be.
Yeah,
but in reality, I assumed it would be over earlier than this, to be perfectly honest. I thought things would be resolved by the start of the fall TV season.
Yeah, but it went, what was it, 147 days, something like that it went on for?
A day for every meter that was that shark movie.
That makes sense. But yeah, I like Etep said, like they're the ones who were telling us we were, you know, incels and things like that the whole time. So like I have no sympathy for them at all.
Well, I have less. I don't really have issue with the writers in a certain way because, like I said, a lot of the stuff that I've heard from writers and people that are around this shit is writers do and say certain things, but a lot of the woke content comes from the marketing department. The thing I'm interested in is the actors' strike, because that's the one I'm not as, I don't want to say as forgiving towards. It's just like, I get that they don't want to have themselves sold into CGI. And it's not like the big mainstream actors, like look, you get your fake people like your Mark Ruffalo's and all these other assholes trying to chime in on this stuff. But a lot of the people that are like actors aren't making as much as you would think, because you talk about the cost of California, this and that, and you know it's hard for people to have sympathy for them. I get that, believe me. There's no doubt about that, and I'm not trying to change anybody's opinion. But the writer strike's the one I don't really care about any of these strikes, to be perfectly honest, because I don't watch a lot of their produced content anymore. We make our own stuff, and I watch YouTube-based stuff. I make my own books. I don't care. I do care about, you know, people being wronged by corporations because movie studios suck.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, at the same time, I'm just like, you know, if I find out that Chris Evans can't do something, it's like, bro, you were Captain America forever. You're fine. Now, if this is somebody that's like, you know, they work for what comes out to like $40,000 or $50,000 a year living out there, you know, that's not a huge paying job. And so I do care about those people. But the one thing I don't care about and I wish would go away would be the damn late night talk shows, because dude, I hate late night talk show hosts these days. Kimmel, Fallon, I don't even know who else is on anymore. Like James Corden, he seems like a fake asshole. The only person I ever truly liked that was a late night talk show is Conan O'Brien. That dude was hilarious. Yeah. Everybody else has been stupid or fake.
Yeah, Conan O'Brien, Craig Ferguson, those two I think were really.
I forget about
really
Craig
good.
Ferguson.
Dude, no, he was awesome. He was great.
Ferguson was good. Ferguson was good. I like Craig Kilborn back in the day. I was a huge Craig Kilborn fan because I grew up watching Letterman with my mom, because I was a huge David Letterman fan in the 80s, not of the show, but his stand-up comedy. I'm a child of the 80s. My stand-up comedy, you know, basically, because I did stand-up since I was 10 years old. It's the first time I ever did stand-up. And I love Letterman, Robert Wool, you know, Richard Pryor, George Carlin, Sam Kinison, stuff like that. And I watched Letterman through my teenage years, and I called his affair with that intern 20 years before it was announced. I called that. I was like, you know, I should have been, I'm the Swami. But no. Letterman went off the deep end, but Craig Kilborn came on after him, and I always loved his show. I thought his humor was on point. You know, I mean, I know he's not a lot of people's favorite. I don't know. I just always dug him. And Craig Ferguson, though, when he replaced him, the guy is phenomenal. You talk about a stand-up right there. Ferguson stand-up comedy. I haven't seen him do it in a long time, but he used to be great.
I have never seen his stand-up. The first time I was ever introduced to him was the Drew Carey show. So that's what I think of him. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember watching his stand-up on Netflix. It was really good. was surprisingly good.
It's rare to say like net or stand up in good these days because most of them are just I don't know, like a political talking point, like the Aziz Ansari one from Madison Square Garden. That was terrible.
Oh, his newest one?
If that's his newest one, then yeah, that was terrible.
Okay.
I was okay with Aziz Ansari, but then I don't know. I just don't really want any famous person to give me a talking to. Like, I get it. We're not in the
No.
same league as these people, but do the audience in this chat right now want us to give them a talking to about their views and values? Fuck no. They're
No,
here
I
to
think
hang out.
yeah, I think they're here to hang out and hear us, talk about pop culture things. They're not here for our political views and our ideology.
Yeah, folks, I'm sorry that we don't sit and go on about what goes on in Washington each and every day. Like, I'm sorry that you don't get that from us all the time. And I'm being facetious. I don't want to get into that stuff because it's not a winning topic. Like, I don't really want to get into anything, really. Like, in the election next year, we're going to make fun of everything. We're going to be a safe haven from all of that crap because you're going to be bombarded with it 24/7. And if you're passionate about it, awesome. We're not here to tell you you're wrong, but we're also not here to tell you how to vote or what to believe in. I feel like a lot of people use the platform of whatever they have to get their views out there. And we just want you to have a good time. That's what life is about, ELE, everybody love everybody. But
Amen,
not everybody
brother.
love Raymond because that show sucks.
How you know why he was so neurotic in that show? I mean, if Patricia Heaton was my wife in that show, Maron, I would have committed Harry Carey a long time ago.
Terry Krishna, goddammit.
Well, I like Harry Carey. He sings
the
"Take
moon
Me
was
Out
made
to
of
the Ball
ribs,
Game"
would
for
you
the
eat
Cubbies.
Every time you say the Cubbies, I think of Terry from Back to the Future 2 when he talks about, oh man, I wish I'd go back in time, put some money on the Cubbies.
Cubbies, yeah.
And Marty goes, oh yeah, I can do that. How do you think Marty McFly would have treated that? Like if he would have won all that money, do you think he would have been virtuous, or do you think he would have been just as bad as Biff, and just in a different way?
I think Marty would have been more virtuous. I don't think he would have went the Biff Tannen route because he's seen that path, and he's experienced the wrongs of it from the victim's perspective. So I don't think he would have wanted to do that to anybody else.
No, he probably would have gone the complete opposite and tried to improve Hill Valley as much as possible. Make sure his family was out of debt and they were good and they had good jobs and stuff. And maybe his band had a little bit of money to cut a couple of albums or something. So
I think he would have given money to Doc to do more research. I think Doc would have had a new home and all kinds of crazy shit.
He would have
Doc-
been a philanthropist.
yeah, Doc would have
Kick-ass philanthropist.
yeah, Doc would have been his personal R&D department.
Marty.
Do you watch It's Always Sunny? Because anytime somebody says the word philanthropy or philanthropist, I think of what they say in It's Always Sunny. Charlie's a full-on rapist.
I don't watch It's Always Sunny. I was going more of a Seinfeld, George Costanza reference, but, tomato. But because George made he stole that money from Kruger Industrial Smoothing when he created the Human Fund and they needed a tax write-off. So Mr. Kruger gave him, what was it, $25,000 or something like that. And George is like contemplating keeping the money. Jerry's like, you got to give it back. And he's like, why? Why should I keep it? I could be a philanthropist, a kick-ass philanthropist. I'd have all this money and people would come to me and beg for it. And then maybe if I felt like it, I would help them out. I'm like, that's George. That's George. I love Seinfeld. I'm sorry. I know not everybody likes Seinfeld. I've seen the show the entire run, double digits.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. I wrote
I don't think I've
psychology-
seen more
I
than
wrote
5
psychology
episodes.
papers. I wrote psychology papers on Seinfeld, just on George Costanza.
Did you get a good grade?
Oh, yes, I did. I had to first prove to my professor that it was a worthy topic because I used the strike episode, the one I referenced, where he exhibits both narcissistic and avoidant personality disorders concurrently. So, yeah, I did. I got 100 on that one. I was very proud of that.
So I think we've pretty much hit a lot of the topic from Sejorjan, so let's press this button and then move on to some of our own topics until another one rolls in from the audience. So you wanted the Hulk Hogan breathing. Now, folks, if you have asthma, this might be triggering to you. But if you were around in the 80s and you did cocaine, you probably know what this is like.
I'm out of
Brother.
breath after that.
I know.
Jesus. It sounds like some of the frat guys I used to get in the ring with.
Is this what New Jack heard right before the mass transit incident? Sorry, that was a deep cut, just like the mass transit incident. Oh. I know, right? Fucked up.
I love it. I love it. I understood that reference.
That was for an audience of you and any other hardcore wrestling fan out there.
I was a New Jack fan until I figured out that he wasn't actually a really good wrestler. He was just a crazy son of a bitch who used to beat people and had about 4 justifiable homicides under his belt when he was a bounty hunter. Have you ever heard the story about I'm sure you have, about when he cracked his skull when he was wrestling Vic Grimes and they did the scaffolding spot? It's not a tale the Jedi would tell you.
Well, tell the audience so they can get in on this.
So New Jack was wrestling Vic Grimes, and I'm not really familiar with Vic Grimes. I didn't really follow him too much, but it was XPW, and they did this like table stacked up scaffolding spot, and it came time to go off the top, and Vic got scared, and he said, "Jack, I can't go." And New Jack's like, what?" And he's like, "You're gonna fucking go." And New Jack went to throw him off, and Vic pulled New Jack with him, and New Jack fell on the concrete and smashed his skull, and it messed his eye up to the point where like he couldn't see out of one of his eyes after that. And then they did the spot again, and New Jack, they had the table stacked up in the ring, and New Jack threw Grimes off the top, and he admitted in the documentary afterwards he was trying to kill him, and he threw Vic Grimes off, and he said famously, he goes, there was a motherfucking angel on Vic Grimes' shoulder that night because that motherfucker fell, and he bounced and saved himself. Like he didn't, he like bounced. It was like impossible and improbable that he survived, but he did. He didn't really even living dangerously. Okay. Yeah, but that was just, yeah, that was freaking insanity. And yeah, New Jack was like permanently messed up after that. And it's like, why would you even, well, I find myself saying that now a lot watching new wrestling, particularly when John Moxley's in the ring. Why would you do that? Like, what made you think that was a good idea? Like, do you want hepatitis A through Z? Because that's how you get hepatitis A through Z.
You don't want to cut your head open with, what are those, punji sticks or whatever those little things were that he jammed into his head? It looked like spaghetti.
I had enough of that when I was in Nam.
You having Moxley flashbacks?
Yes. Yeah, New Jack was a mess before that. Yeah, well, that's cocaine is a hell of a drug. Jack was, the staple guns, and oh my God. Yeah, him and Mustafa were an entertaining tag team, and it's crazy that they came out of Smoky Mountain. They actually wrestled for Cornette at one point. See Cornette down. Who the hell are these two? Staple gun, what are you talking about? I don't know. I'm no more Cornette.
Well, if you do enough Cornette, maybe he'll share his wife with you.
I can't get at him. He blocked me on Twitter. To make a halt account to troll him now.
Well, go for it. It might be worth it.
No, I got Dave Meltzer in my sights next.
Oh, good. That guy is. The dirt sheets are bullshit.
Kurt Angle never had a 5-star match, but what Kenny Omega's had like 17? I don't know. I mean, come on.
Well, Kurt Angle never wrestled in the Tokyo Dome, so what Meltzer says is true.
What is the big fascination with Japanese wrestling? Like, what is it? I'm sorry, but we have like, I would rather see Lucha Libre or just straight up American style, like, your Tennessee style. The Japanese, it doesn't appeal to me. Like, I mean, there's some great Japanese wrestlers. I'm not saying there's not. but the style in general, like its influence on AEW, like it ruins half of it for me, because it's like, I don't need you to stand in the middle of the ring, and I was in the ring for a long time, and you don't need to stand there and do 37 chops back and forth. That's stupid. It looks stupid, and it exposes the business as much as Joey Ryan's dick spot or Kenny Omega wrestling a frickin' 10-year-old girl, or the Invisible. Hey, did you guys ever see the Invisible Man wrestling match? Yeah.
Yes, I did.
That was I want to go through that crowd and just hit every single one of them with a bag of quarters. Like, I want to hunt them down and hit all of them with a bag of quarters for applauding that. It's like, you're what's wrong with wrestling fans. Like, what the hell are you? Yeah, okay, I'll get off my soapbox now. Sorry.
Well, to tie this in with a lot of the stuff that we normally talk about, I think there is a mystique that is still so entrenched in like Japanese entertainment, and sometimes when you watch enough of it, you're just like, it may not be that good, but because it comes from Japan, there's just a generation of people that are like, well, anime's great, so I'm gonna like everything from Japan. It's like, that's fine if you're your cup of tea. I'm not really here to dump on anime, but I think Japanese pro wrestling is boring as shit. It's really not for me.
It is.
And then it's like, I get a lot of pushback online, like, oh, this game's amazing. It's, big in Japan, this or that. I don't care if it's big in Japan. It's got to be good. I mean, half of these games that people go on about and gush about, I'm not into. Or some of these manga that people say are so great, I'll read them and I go, okay. No, I'm not here to say they're better than American comics, because a lot of the American books are really shitty these days. But I do think a lot of stuff gets a pass just because it comes from Japan. And I don't think that's enough for me. Or I don't think it's just not enough for me, hands down. It has to have some merit, just because it's like, well, it's Japanese, it's great. No, not all manga is great. Not all anime is great. I don't think any honest fan would tell you everything that comes from that country is great. But a guy like Dave Meltzer is not an honest person, and he thinks every Japanese wrestling match is wonderful, 10 out of 12.
Yep.
Or 10 out of, 9 or something like that. He goes out of some crazy, stupid numbers. So that is what it is. But if he blocks you, let me know what it takes for you to get blocked by him.
Will do. I'll have screenshots.
Now, one topic that had caught my eye this week was a rumor that Christopher Nolan was going to direct 2 James Bond films, and they were going to be period pieces set in the 1960s. Had you guys heard this rumor this week?
No.
I saw an article about it. I did. I saw something about that. That would have been, or wait. That could be a good thing. It could be, but yeah, it's Hollywood, baby.
It is Hollywood. Now, when I first heard that news, I was like, hey, that's the thing we've been talking about, is a period piece set in the 60s. That'll be interesting for James Bond. And so I thought about it for a couple of days, and then you come to realize that's just a rumor made up, and there really is no validity to that. So that kind of broke my heart a little, because I was like, oh man, something exciting to look forward to in the world of James Bond. And no, not so much.
Yeah, apparently, Christopher Nolan was in talks with EON.
Eon Productions, yeah.
Yeah, Eon Productions, yeah. For 2 movies, but and apparently, like, one thing I'm reading in the article now that I've just found is like it would be a full reboot. I'm like, I'm not a fan of that. Let's not do that. I understand, Daniel Craig was not the most liked and not the best, but like, let's not do a full reboot, please.
I would be okay if they did like an in-between movie series, or where it's like, this is between Thunderball and You Only Live Twice, and you just kind of don't redo any of the shit. It's just like, oh, it takes place in the 60s. James Bond's dealing with the Soviets. He's doing this, he's doing that. All right, fine. But don't give me another Goldfinger. Don't give me another Blofeld or anything like that. Just, keep what's there, but expand upon it. I mean, he's a secret agent who goes around the world. There's no way you could run out of stories for that character.
Apparently you can. That's why we got No Time to Die.
It's the only Bond movie I've watched one time and will never watch again.
It's so terrible. God, it's so terrible.
Yeah, it's not even about the I'm angry because they killed off James Bond. It's I didn't enjoy this movie.
Yeah, and yeah, they you had Rami Malek as a bad guy and you wasted him. Like, that's another thing that really pisses me off. It's like, he's a wonderful he would have been a wonderful bad guy, but You know, it was just such a subpar movie that he didn't get to really do anything.
Well, that family has just the Broccoli family. They have held the rights since it existed on film. I'm not
I
saying you gotta
still
sell it off, but they
no,
gotta do something with it.
I still vote that you should go up to their house or their production company or something, and knock on the door and be like, "Listen, I'm a huge fan. I can help you the fuck out. I want that to happen so bad."
Hello, my name's Hicks, Jeff Hicks, and you've never heard of me, but I'm going to tell you how to save James Bond. I do have a great idea for the merchandising, though. It's like, hey, you want to make extra money for Bond? Why don't you make it a franchise people can consume outside of a fucking movie every 5 years? It's like, hey, maybe some people want to play James Bond video games or buy a James Bond t-shirt. Don't make all your merchandise $1,000. Dude, there's this Aston Martin that they made a scale model. I was like, oh, that looks awesome. Let me get that. It's $1,200. I'm not paying $1,200 for a toy car.
Well, even remember we talked about the alcohol or whatever that they were going to bring out for James Bond. I forget which company did it, and I looked up the price of those bottles. There were $5,000 a piece for those bottles. I'm like, listen, I get the exclusivity and the just the way James Bond is, being very like everything's very uppity. But like, come on, man, like make this fucking affordable.
Yeah, the consumer has to be able to consume it. That's why our generation had so much love for James Bond, because it was before the superhero movie, one. But two, you had a movie every few years. You had games in between those years. And at the time, those games were really well received. GoldenEye is a classic. People liked The World Is Not Enough, Nightfire, Everything or Nothing, Agent Under Fire. Those were all big hits. And now it's just like there's nothing coming from it. It's kind of difficult to do anything with 007. That's why people are always hoping that they'll do period pieces or all these big crazy things, because what they've done for the last 17 years, wasn't the world's greatest. It started out strong and it ended weakly, or ended poorly, I should say.
No, it did. I mean, you had Pierce Brosnan with GoldenEye, and it was wonderful when it started, and that ended not so well. And I didn't like how they didn't tell him he's no longer James Bond. They just kind of like went on to the next guy, and he heard it on the internet like everybody else did, which was bullshit. I think he's still got one more in him. Even now, I think he's still got one more good James Bond movie in him.
Old man 007, sign me up.
It'd be great. It'd be great. But no, they need to definitely make things more tangible, like they did in the '90s, and not make it so like extravagant and like, oh, you have to. It's $1,000 for the. No, man, come on, bring it down so everybody can be a part of it. And everybody can enjoy it. Come on.
Yeah, and put the movies out on home video again. It's been 11 years since the original Blu-ray box set came out. And those movies had bad transfers too. So just give
terrible.
us more 007.
It's terrible. So what, the DVDs that I have from like the early 2000s are good transfers?
No. The original Connery movies and some of the Roger Moore films were remastered in 4K. But like GoldenEye was remastered from a DVD. And it's just like really shitty looking.
Jeez, man, come on.
Yeah, they fixed it for the Apple TV 4K release, but I don't buy movies on Apple TV because I'm a physical media guy all day, every day.
Yeah. I mean, it's the best way to go, man. You buy it once, you never have to worry about it again. Yes, I know some people are lazy and they don't want to open the DVD and put in the thing and get a player for it and this, that, and the other. But it's like, you probably already have a player if you have an Xbox or a PlayStation, so you're fine. And it's just you get more control over your media that way. You don't have to worry about trying to find it on like some VOD site that might have it, or maybe you have to like fucking rent it from Amazon or something if you really want to watch it. Like, you don't have to do that. Just pop in the disc and you get to watch it.
Like I said, we're going to bring back ironic VHS tapes. We're going to start putting all of our content out on VHS and sell it at horror cons and see if people will buy it just because it's on videotape, Nick.
Nice.
It's funny. The guy, was it Drew Marvick from what is it? Pool Party Massacre. He did that. He got a lot of repurposed, I think, old Disney movies in clamshell cases that were like colored VHSs, and he put the movie over them. Like, he rewound them and played the movie over them and recorded them on those VHS tapes.
Yeah, nothing of value was lost.
Yeah, I mean, he was charging $40-$50 a pop for it, and he was doing like, and there would be different colored editions, like the red edition, the blue edition, the slime green edition, and like the purple edition, and he'd charge more and more for it, and there'd be different box art on it and everything. It was great.
What we're gonna do is we're gonna buy up old copies of It's Pat just to rid the world of that piece of shit movie. And I hate that movie so much.
Oh, that movie's just a scourge on society. It's terrible.
Dude,
That never
It
should
made-
have happened.
I made more money on an Indiegogo than that movie did in its entire theatrical run.
Now I have to look it up.
Oh my god. Yeah, SNL really fucked up with that one, man. They really did.
Oh yeah.
SNL's
And it was
fucked up a lot.
It was wasn't the bad guy from Dumb and Dumber?
Charles
wasn't
Rocket, yeah.
Wasn't he like the one that was in love with Pat in that?
Yeah, I gotta know.
Yeah. That came out in 94. I remember I rented that and made my cousin watch it with me. He was so mad. He was like 2 years older than me, so I was 14 and he was 16. I made him drive me to the video store and rent this. He's like, I'm not watching. I'm like, we're going to watch this. So we sat down and we snuck some of my dad's liquor and we watched this movie, and he still hated it. I was cracking up the whole time. But it was terrible, but being drunk helped at 14. It did. Oh my God. Holy shit.
Yeah, right?
$60,000.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Ain't that some shit?
That's fucking. That's terrible. Oh, didn't even make $100,000.
No. It made fuck all basically.
Opening weekend, it made $31,000.
Yeah, they really didn't know how to read the room, and thought this is a good idea. We'll work on this movie for 18 months and push it out, and it'll be great. No,
Well, you got to
wanted it.
remember,
Nobody asked for
they're
it.
in the SNL Renaissance phase where they had done Blues Brothers in 1980, and then they really didn't touch a movie until the 90s. And you had Wayne's World 2, Coneheads. Those were all huge hits. Night at the Roxbury comes out after It's Pat.
Oh, okay,
But-
all right.
Yeah, it's 97. That's a solid movie. But then you go into Superstar and The Ladies' Man, and those are not good movies. I saw those
Ladies
in
Man,
theaters and I
Ladies Man, I
regret
like. Ladies Man, I like. Ladies Man is. I know it's not good, but I like that. That's at least better than fucking It's Pat. So.
Yeah,
Oh, of
that's
course,
cool.
nothing's
I
worse
just
than It's
thought
Pat.
about saying something classy, like, "Can I buy you a fish sandwich?" Yeah, ladies. Yeah, hello, Jen. I pretty much sexed up all your ladies. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'd like to have my Cavassier. Tim Meadows was funny, dude.
He was,
Tim
dude. He was
Meadows
fucking great.
funny.
Fucking great.
Do you remember the Ladies' Man skit on SNL where The Rock was an undercover cop, and he's pretty convinced that the Ladies' Man slept with him and didn't realize he was a dude?
Yeah. Dude, the Rock on SNL was fucking hilarious. Like he had some really, really fun moments.
Yeah. Not anymore. Well, I don't really know what he does. I don't watch SNL. I'm one of those people. Like, of course you don't watch SNL. No one does. It's just a weird time to watch TV anymore. It's like I'm usually deep into a movie at that point.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah, the Alien movie. What was it? I watched the other night. No one will save you on Hulu. Whatever. Like, it was actually really good. I really enjoyed that one.
I have to check that one out. I remember it's on my list because the poster is amazing.
Yeah, it's very. There's little to no. I should say there's no dialogue at all. Like, it's just you having to like guess what's going on. There's no subtitle for the aliens either. You just have to kind of like infer what they're trying to do and what they want. It's yeah, it's interesting.
Sounds realistic.
Yep.
Looks like we have some topics from the members. But Nick, one thing I wanted to tell you is you're a huge Lego fan. Today, folks, I went out and I filmed an entire Lego exhibit, and that's going to be available for our patrons and our members. So,
Nice.
yeah, it was a lot of fun. Make sure you check that out. If you're a member, you'll get that over the weekend. And if you want to watch it, well, join our membership program. We'll make it accessible for everyone at all the levels and our patrons on the video tier. So join us over there, hang out with us, and tell me what you think. And if you want WCBS to go more places around the world, just give us suggestions. We're ready to listen to you. Most of the comments are just like, fuck Kathleen Kennedy or this or that. That's fine. You don't have to like her. I don't like her either.
We need constructive comments. We understand that. Yeah, she's not good at her job. It's fine. We need constructive comments, please. Just that's what we're looking for.
Yes, I'm not a fan of Ahsoka either, but I can't make 27 videos on why it sucks because I gotta watch all of it to tell you why it sucks definitively, or if I liked it. But I don't like it. It's really difficult to watch.
And at this point, it's almost like it's not fun to watch any new Star Wars stuff from Disney. So it's like, why even put yourself through that? It's not gonna be good anyways. So,
well, if the audience wants it, I'll subject myself to it. But the way we're gonna handle it, folks, is I'm not gonna go every week and complain about something. I'm just gonna give you a nice long retrospective review when the show's done. Now, I've talked to a couple YouTubers. We're going to do a special high council the week after Ahsoka ends. I've already talked to Echo Base Network, but I'm going to get a bunch of other YouTubers together as well. So let us know who you want us to have on that stream, and we will talk about Ahsoka a post-mortem.
I love Echo Base Network. Those guys are cool. Whenever we meet them, they're always really nice.
Yeah, he came down to Horror Hound.
Yep.
Nick was on my channel Monday night. Coach couldn't make it because it's a weeknight, and he's a busy man with teaching and parenting and all. But yeah, Nick stopped by Monday night, and yeah, we had a blast. Nick's awesome. I've been blessed they had me on, and I was co-host for Nick on Saturday night a couple times. It was like a year or so ago. I sat in for Coach. A lot of fun. Great channel. Great guys.
Yep.
You're a good fill-in host, man. I gotta say, we've had you 3 times. We'll definitely have you more.
I appreciate it. And the chat doesn't hate me, and a lot of them know me already. So that that's good. That's good.
Let's see. People in the chat are saying aloha of OG Star Wars. I talked to her on Twitter. That'd be cool. I will reach out to people. Now,
asked if I could be there for the Ahsoka postmortem.
Do you want to be? Are you watching it?
I have not watched it. I have not. I could, against my better judgment, I could sit through it. I could suffer through it if you were having me on. When is that? When does the show end?
So this coming Tuesday is the final episode. So that would be October the 3rd. So we would do that review on October 10th.
October 10th, what is that, a Wednesday? Or
Tuesday.
Tuesday. Unfortunately, I have to recuse myself as much as I would love to join, but Tuesdays are in October, Halloween Havoc nights.
Oh yeah, some good shit happens there.
Yes, but I appreciate it, Clone Geek. Thank you for the nomination, sir.
See, the audience does like you, Pete. Now,
self-deprecating humor is my speciality. You know that.
So our friend the Happy Plague Doctor asks, how much did the Mexican lowrider culture have on the Japanese car scene in the early 2000s?
42, that's my answer.
I'm going to guess it's more influential than we realize, because if you do watch a lot of Japanese content, they are very much influenced by stuff around the world. And they do it better than a lot of other places. And so I wouldn't be surprised if that was something that was influential, because the Japanese culture seems to be very aware of other parts of the world, and they find a way to make stuff their own. Here in America, if we make stuff our own, we get called culturally, what are we, colonizers? And we're just
colonizers. That's the word, colonizer.
Bastards.
Yeah. Yeah. God forbid we have Mexican, Chinese, Japanese, and Korean food in a food court in a mall somewhere. No, we're colonizers. That's what we are.
I mean, if eating sushi makes me a colonizer, well then, okay, Nick, I'm sorry.
Sushi's good though.
It is
It's
good.
delicious.
It's good stuff.
That's what I miss about living in California. We had great sushi for a decent price. It's like everything else was stupidly expensive. Like pizza was $60,
Jesus Christ.
sushi was like $10. I should do a whole podcast about ridiculously overpriced shit from California, and I'll pull out receipts and be like, "Hey guys, did you know that a drink at this place was $23.99 for a fucking boba tea? Great.
Oh my god, fucking boba tea, Jesus Christ. Oh,
Should
jeez.
be like $5 maximum." My mom came to visit. She took me to a barbecue restaurant for my birthday. It was $200.
Yeah, that's about right, man. That's about right.
It wasn't even that good. It's
That's
California
why,
barbecue.
dude. That's why I would seldom go out there, because like I love see my family, but I can't handle it. I can do about a week, and then I gotta come the fuck back to reality.
Yeah, reality's been nice for a while. I've
Yeah.
quite enjoyed it. One of the listeners was like, "Oh, you're coming back out to California for Halloween Horror Nights?" No, we're doing the Florida edition.
No, we're not traveling that far to go there. Come on.
I just canceled my membership. I would not go back.
Yeah, but
That'd be so weird. It's like, hey, I was paying all this money, and now I'm going to pay even more money to come back, even though I left.
let's travel 2,000 miles to the West Coast and go do it there. No, that's way too expensive. Way too expensive.
I am going to Vegas coming up. That's a far trip.
That's
but
fine
that's
though.
just
No,
for
Vegas
fun.
Vegas is fine. Vegas is fine.
Vegas
That's okay.
is a blast.
Yeah.
I hope.
I mean,
to not remember my
they
trip
are
to Las
the-
Vegas.
I mean, all those hotels are getting hacked to shit because of some ransomware or something, but that's here nor there.
Yeah, I'm going at the perfect time. The whole city's going to shut down as soon as I arrive. It's
Grab
like I'm
as
the
many
Pope or
poker chips
something.
as you can and run.
Oh, dude, if the power goes out, you look at. I know exactly where everything is. I've been studying it. I've watched Ocean's 8.
Oceans, there you go.
19 times.
There you go. There you go. Oh god, just get the blueprints from some security guard or whatever. Pay him $20, and he'll give them to you. It's fine. And
If
just,
all of a
make
sudden this show is broadcast from a mansion in Miami, either I won the law. Actually, I'll be honest. If I won that much cash, you just wouldn't hear from me ever again.
I would not blame you one bit.
Everyone would get
of a
their
sudden-
copy.
All of a sudden, the YouTube channel would stop, and we start making movies for no reason.
Well, what would happen is no one would hear from me. At the end of the year, all of a sudden, these Wokebusters comics would go out, and then they'd be like, "Oh, great! When's the next one?" There's no next one. What happened? I thought you loved doing it. Yeah, something happened. What happened? I won that $1 billion lottery, and now I'm
I broke
lazy.
both my arms permanently.
Yeah, I forgot how to draw.
Yeah, blow to the head, just boom, done. Can't draw anymore. not even my own name. I can't do it.
All right, here's a weird question: would you trade your greatest passion for an ungodly amount of money?
Yes.
All right, what is your greatest passion? Filmmaking?
Filmmaking. Yeah, no. I mean, if I could have a shit ton of money, then yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah, that'd be fine. 'Cause
Pete, same question to you.
I could pursue other things then, so it's fine.
Like that music career?
Yeah, I would say yeah. Absolutely. Because mine's professional wrestling, and I've retired, and I could completely give up being a fan and everything pretty easily because I'm a bitter old vet anyway. So I mean, the life goes on, and with enough money, it can get me anything else that can make me forget that. So yeah, I definitely do that.
Oh yeah.
I'm trying to see what people in the chat are saying. Like, what would we, folks in the chat? What would you give up? What is your passion, and would you give it up for an ungodly amount of money? It'd be weird. It'd be really difficult for me because I was about to say, here's a funny thing, because you could, like, if your passion was drawing, you could even draw on receipts, Jeff. I was about to say I compulsively draw on receipts. It's gonna be so fucking hard. It's
but
like I'll just get into really elaborate handwriting because that's just writing my name.
There
you
you
know?
go.
I'm the world's greatest calligraphy artist. That's exactly what I'll do.
Really good at making fonts. That's it.
Yeah, man. It's exactly what everybody wants out of me. It's like, yeah, I can do the Star Trek font in 17 different ways. You want to see?
There you go. There you go.
I do have the uncanny ability to point out a font whenever I see it. I'm like, oh, that's the Star Trek font. Oh, that's this font. Oh, that's Capture It. I've been doing this for far too long because I make every title card from scratch.
Yep.
And so it's like, I know all the fonts.
Yep.
So, let's see. What other one? Do we have any more topics? You know what, Pete, you have a topic that you brought to the table. Why don't you bring that up, please?
I do, and it is the Halloween franchise being for sale. As Miramax is looking to sell the rights for future film and TV projects. And really quick off the top on this, it's kind of funny because while Miramax is looking to sell rights for future film and TV, they're also in the bidding for the TV rights for it, which I find kind of funny because Trancas International still holds the TV rights to it, which is Malik Akkad's company is Trancas. But according to Bloody Disgusting, the article that came out a couple days ago, there's a bidding war going on for the streaming rights right now between Miramax and A24, who is doing the Crystal Lake prequel / requel, remakequel, is whatever they're calling it, series coming, which is coming out. So it is an interesting situation because they're going to lean on a streaming series for this because they see what they're doing with the Crystal Lake show. And they know there's money to be made in the streaming after the last trilogy really, really shit the bed hard at the end there, which I hated all those movies. I'm not going to lie. The only one I can say had any redeeming qualities was 2018, and that was the flashback sequences. They showed in that of the 1978 when they remade the scenes to add context to it. I thought that looked fantastic. If they would have done a movie of that, it would have been cooler to me than what they did, but I didn't. I reviewed all three of those as Cleveland Brown, and I shit all over them. And I mean, I went through those with a fine-tooth comb. I didn't mauler them, but it was you're talking 30, 40-minute reviews. I think it was on some of them, but yeah, those were terrible. So this situation, the franchise estimated net worth right now, or as of 2022, is around $700 million.
Jeez.
Yeah. The Miramax right now, they co-own the cinematic rights with Compass International. So this is where it's at. I didn't see any bidders for the cinematic rights right now. But I don't understand why Miramax is trying to offload that, but then bid on the TV rights. I mean, they just want to go after the streaming rights. Then the streaming would be my take on it. I mean, I'm no insider to that.
I mean, once again, I don't know, but this is just an idea. I think because the streaming rights and things for that will lapse every now and again. You have to renew them by making something or something like that. Maybe the TV rights have been or have been with them too long, and they have to actually do something with it. Or else it goes up to something else. Maybe this is the time where they have to bid on it because it's going to somebody else and it's been too long already. So that could be it.
But with the TV rights, and I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut you off, Nick.
No,
Okay. With the TV rights though, because they've never done anything on television with it. It's all been cinematic.
Yep.
So it's like they've never done anything with the TV rights. So I'm like, where okay, I understand. They could, yeah, absolutely, they could default. And it was like the old, what was it? Not Fantastic Four movie they made back in the day, the Lost one.
Oh yeah.
Roger Corman.
Yeah, Roger
Corman. Thank you. It eluded me for a moment there. Old person moment. No, but that they had to make that movie or else rights defaulted. So I get the situation. It's weird considering there's never been anything on television. So I mean I would be down for a good streaming show done right in the right hands. But I mean that's almost crossing the Rubicon now to ask for that.
That's true. Okay, give us your dream Halloween TV show.
Halloween TV show, I would bring back Danielle Harris in the Jamie character and work from there with it. Set it in that Halloween 4 type. If you're gonna bring in actual writers, I would have them, and I hate to say this, but I would have them retcon part 5 and pick up with Jamie and continue that story. In a more, you could do some flashbacks, have a younger actress do that to kind of fill in some spots, and then work with that more psychic connection now with Danielle Harris as an adult. I mean, That's
not
that's
bad.
just off the top
That's
of
not-
my head.
That's not bad. You have the whole I'm chasing my uncle so he can kill more people kind of thing.
Yes.
Going across the country, town to town. Dale Harris is still pretty fucking hot. She could get she could get her little Scout Taylor Compton friend to help her do stuff as well. I mean, that could be fun too.
Do we really want her in another Halloween movie?
No, we
though?
really
'Cause after
don't.
Halloween
No,
2.
I was just
No, we
going to
really
say
don't.
that. No, Nick. Bad Nick. No.
Sorry.
No, Nick, that's a bad Nick.
I'm sorry. I imagine them together a lot. I'm just saying.
But no.
We all do.
I mean, aesthetically, yeah, I can, that pairing is not bad. But cinematically, no, let's not revisit that character
enough,
or
fair
anything from Rob Zombie.
Fair enough.
At all.
Yeah. But no,
What
that's
about you, Nick?
actually.
What's your dream one?
Shit, music. John Carpenter's got to do the music. I'm sorry, he's got to come on and do the music. That's his bread and butter. He's really good at that. He's amazing at it. His stuff's good, man. He knows what he's doing. And that's kind of where he shines is the music. For that stuff. I don't know. I really do like that one. I don't know, like a Dream Halloween TV show.
Yeah. Do you need a minute? Because I got one.
Oh yeah. Give me a minute. Yeah.
So for me, it would be it would basically be an X-Files style show that takes place the day after Halloween 3, where you have the government investigating Silver Shamrock, trying to figure out what the hell happened to all these people on Halloween where like thousands of kids died watching television. So I'd want to see that kind of a mystery show. I don't give a shit about Michael Myers. That shit's been played out. If anyone thinks, oh, that's the best part of Halloween, it was in the first one and in the original second one. But after 3 reboots and constant just terrible movies, I don't need Michael Myers ever again. Because they're not going to do it right. They probably won't have the rights to the mask, and it'll be some stupid mask, and people will make excuses for it like they do on all these shows. But if you have it post-Halloween 3, you could really have something interesting. Because the Silver Shamrock stuff, the Halloween 3 is the only one with, it is technically the only one with such an ambiguous ending, because Halloween 2 gives you closure for that first film. You know exactly what happens. But with Halloween 3, you're like, holy shit, what happened to all those kids? Because you know that Tom Atkins didn't get there in time to get all the television networks to not play or to turn off the commercial. So one of those channels did. And that's what I'd like to see a Halloween TV show be, based off that.
And you could still have Tom Atkins in it.
Yep.
Why not? He was in the remake of Bloody Valentine years ago.
Yep.
He did
and
pretty
still
good.
has a glorious mustache.
He did have it, yeah. I figured out. I want to do the Cult of Thorn. That's what I want to do.
Okay.
My man.
Yeah.
My man.
I would make that show, like them trying to find maybe a descendant or somebody who's born on the certain fucking sign or whatever, who is going to be the next shape or something. They have to do the ritual and figure some stuff out, and somebody trying to stop them as well. That whole thing. Maybe it's a family member of a Strode family member, not Lori, but somebody else, that could stop them or something as well. And, that could be it.
What if it's Jamie's kid? She's 40. she's 41. So she could have like a 20-year-old, around that age, a little bit older. Just throwing that out there, see what sticks,
there you go. Bring Josh Hartnett back.
Oh no.
Can he cut
Does
his
he
own
still
hair
have
again?
the same hairdo?
There you go.
Yeah.
He looked. It's like he went from the Faculty to fucking H2O.
They shot this at the same time.
Did they really?
Yeah.
Oh my
those are shot
God!
back- Yeah, that's why he has that retarded haircut. He
was
cut his own
joking.
hair.
I was joking.
Look at
No,
Usher
that's
went from
real.
the Faculty to playing at halftime of the Super Bowl this year.
And Jordana Brewster became an international criminal in Fast and Furious.
There you go.
Yep.
And Clea Duvall, well, she was just Clea Duvall.
Yeah, that's true.
God, we should do a Faculty watch along, Nick.
I love that movie. That's the first movie I ever snuck into as a kid in a shitty theater in Tennessee. Yeah, it was a fun time. The only thing I remember about that weekend is Mighty Joe Young came out the same weekend because we were supposed to see that, but we snuck into the Faculty.
You skipped out on what Mighty Joe Young. That was Charlize Theron, wasn't she?
Yeah. Because my mom dropped off me, my brother, and my cousin to the Regal Theater in Sevierville, And she's like, yeah, I'll just wait outside once the movie's done. I'm like, all right, and we're like, all right, cool. And we knew back then, they're starting to do that shitty thing where like if a movie was all ready, you have to have somebody like buy the ticket for you.
Yep.
So we would we sat at the back of the theater where it was close to the door, and there was always some fucking teenage kid there like who didn't care, but he had a job. He couldn't let anybody underage in. So after about 10-15 minutes he left, and the podium was still there, so we snuck in. There were only 3 seats left, like scattered throughout the whole theater. So like I was in the middle. I think my cousin was off to the side. My brother was all the way in the front. And so we watched the movie like that. It was great.
Nice.
I wanted to sneak in to see Halloween H2O, but we ended up going to see Dr. Dolittle instead, and that was I was a disappointed 9-year-old. I had no clue what the hell Halloween H2O was going to be about. I just saw the trailer and wanted to watch it because it looked cool, and I knew I wasn't supposed to. And then I rented it on tape, and it was not that bad. At least back then.
Back then, my mom would take me to see all the horror movies when I was a kid. I saw Thinner. I saw.
It's a good movie.
I saw H2O. Final Destination. The first Scream was with a bunch of friends from like grade school, basically. Yep. Yeah, she didn't really care too much.
The first movie I snuck into was Friday the 13th, Part 8. Jason Takes Manhattan in the Star Lincoln Park. The Star Lincoln Park Theater, the Lincoln Park 8 in Lincoln Park, Michigan, which is a suburb of Detroit. I went with my older cousin. I was 9, and he was, 11, and then his sister was with us. She was like 13. And I can't remember what other movie maybe it was like, I can't remember what we were going to see, but it was like we walked in, got our tickets, and walked right to Friday the 13th.
Back then when you could do that.
Yep. It was, nobody questioned it. We sat in the back of the theater. It was fantastic. Friday little. I don't regret that. I like that movie. It's low key great and has probably next to The Man Behind the Mask the second best actual song in the entire franchise, which is Darkest Side of the Night.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I give it to it just on that and that little opening radio montage. Yeah, it's not a great movie, but it's fun. Especially you've got Julius on the roof getting his head knocked off into a dumpster, and then the lid closes. That was fantastic. That's great.
That's the best part of that movie.
Jason on a boat, baby.
I mean, that's a more honest name.
Yep, that is 3/4 of the movie. He was on some kind of boat.
I love it.
Oh man, I'm trying to think what was the actual first movie I snuck into, because I wanted to see Halloween H2 and I didn't. Inspector Gadget. Not that I couldn't go see it, but everybody in my family wanted to see Wild Wild West, and I didn't. So I said I'll be right back, and I went and saw Inspector Gadget.
Oh my god, I don't know. That's a decent choice. That's a decent choice.
It was more or less the whole fact that I wanted to see Inspector Gadget, and everyone's like, no, it looks stupid. And it was a bad movie, but it was just the principle. I want to see Inspector Gadget. Yeah, he's my favorite.
Yeah, exactly. It's on principle, damn it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, see, and you didn't have to go see the giant metal spider in the third act that was supposed to be in Superman Flyby with Nicolas Cage. They really wanted that giant metal spider to happen.
Thank you, John Peters. He went from being Barbra Streisand's hairdresser to a film producer. And it shows.
That's a glow up.
Dude, it's a lot like Tommy Wiseau with the vampire parts from The Room. It's like, we're glad you didn't put that in the movie because it would have made no sense. The movie barely made sense as is.
Yeah, that's true.
But we love it. We should, when we get together, Nick, not next week for Halloween Horror Nights, but actually just bring a copy of it with you just in case we get really fucked up in the hotel room and we need something to do.
I will, don't worry. Oh man. Yeah, that might happen. So yeah, then we'll just get real smashed and watch The Room.
We'll get White Girl Wasted and do a live stream from The Room. People are like, what are you guys doing? Well, dude, we're on our way to Horror Nights and we're shit-faced on a luggage rack.
Make sure you bring enough plastic spoons to throw, though. You've got to have plastic
Oh, that's true.
spoons.
That's true.
We've
That's true.
we've done so many watch parties that between Groove's channel and mine, Nick. And what did I always have to throw at the camera? I always had my spoons.
Yep,
My wife would
always.
come in the office when we had to share the office back in the old house. She'd come in the next morning. Why are there plastic spoons everywhere? I was like, I was drunk and throwing spoons, and we were watching The Room. That's why.
Well,
Don't
Nick,
ask questions.
I'll save us a couple bucks. I'll go to Chipotle, and every time I go there, I get some extra utensils. I'll just get some spoons from Chipotle and just sneak them down to Florida.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Good. I did find there. I saw something. It was around that area. It was what is it? It's a food truck park that they have there that we can go check out.
That could be fun.
Yeah. Yeah. So we have like 4 different dishes from 8 different countries.
Are we going to be called colonizers if we like them?
No, we're gonna be called colonizers if we take over the vans. Then that's how you become a colonizer.
Can we be
If we
colonizers?
put the WCBS flag like in the top of their van, then yeah, it's gonna that's how that happens.
I'm
You're gonna-
buying us a WCBS flag. Fuck it.
You're go- you. I don't think you guys can be colonizers. You're going to need me, token white.
Or Dion,
That's true.
token green.
That's true. That's true.
Oh. So, let's check in with the audience in this very weird episode of WCBS tonight. Let's see. We have our Etep Kukuyan had a... He just said, let Tommy was so direct, 007. Everybody betrayed me. I'm fed up with this world. Can we throw it in 007? Everybody betrayed me. I'm fed up with this world. Is not enough. You think that would work as a title
Yes.
for Tommy Wiseau's James Bond?
Yeah, it would.
movie?
Yes.
Yeah, it would. I mean, he didn't. I mean, his screen test for Joker wasn't bad.
It also wasn't that good.
I know.
But you know
I just
what?
wanna see him
It
do
would have been a better choice than Jared Leto.
That's true.
Oh, I've got a couple Lego figures here that would have been a better Joker than Jared Leto. A Lego Mario here would have been a better Joker.
Oh my god.
I mean,
Oh, I met that
No,
guy
he's-
at the convention this weekend.
The guy who did the
Did
voice
you?
for Lego Mario?
Charles Martinet was there.
Oh, nice, nice.
He was
retired.
a weird guy. Like, you ever meet a celebrity and you're like, they're kind of weird and out there? That was him. He was
Yeah.
very nice, but very
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah, when I met, what is it? I think it was some of the Killer Clown guys from the movie. They were fucking weird. Yeah.
You know who wasn't weird but was very nice was General Veers from Star Wars. Met him over the weekend too.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah,
oh, that's awesome. He's a great character.
He
Veers
was.
a great character.
when we were done, he's like, "Cheero!" I'm like, "Thanks."
That's
I was the last
awesome.
person there because he was like a celebrity that was just still there after the con closed on Sunday, and I already had my table loaded up and I was ready to go, and I just went over and talked to him before I left. I was okay. But I didn't get to meet Jim Lee because this is a first world problem, folks. But we had a great turnout at the show, and a lot of people came by the table, and I really couldn't leave for very long. I think the most time I spent away from the table was when I made one round to just get up and stretch my legs and walk to the bathroom. So it was a great show, folks. We'll be at more comic expos. We'll be at more comic conventions because WCBS has a great following. We want to be there to hang out with each and every one of you guys. So, and ladies, too. Had a lot of women buy Tits and Art again, Nick.
That's awesome.
They like that book.
No, I was at a convention and John Rhys Davies was the last one there, and I got to take a picture with him. He was a super nice guy. Super nice guy.
These old British dudes are just classy all the time.
They are, man. They are.
They had this weird thing, though. They're like, oh, Stephen Amell's here. You can't take photos around him. It's like, I don't want to take photos of the fucking Green Arrow. Like, I just want to get to my table and hang out.
Especially the CW Green Arrow. It's like I'll live. I'll be fine.
Yeah, I don't get celebrity worship. Like, everybody's got a celebrity they like, and I know you want to meet the people that make your favorite stuff. Believe me, we do too. But the lengths that these places go for some of these people, it's just kind of like, I don't know. It kind of ruins the experience.
Yeah. Some of the staff are a little too overzealous. I remember years ago when Alan Tudyk was there for Tucker and Dale. He didn't give a shit. He didn't care because like his handler, who was like a real big dude, kept saying, "Hey man, you can't have people take pictures of you, take pictures with you, at your table. You have the photo op for that." He's like, well, they stand in front of my table and I lean next to them. You can't really say anything. And he's like, well, you're true. Well, you're right. And I was just like, he kept screwing with his handler the whole time. It was hilarious to see.
Well, it makes me like Alan Tudyk even more.
Yeah.
What's his best role, Nick?
Oh God, I don't know, man. He's really versatile. He is. I mean, like iRobot's really good.
Just be honest and say it's Steve the Pirate.
Well, I mean,
a team that's a pirate.
Yeah, it's Steve the Pirate. It's also it could also be a Knight's Tale.
Yeah, but he doesn't say Yar Peter.
That's true. That's true. That's very true.
I think that was the first movie that I watched repeatedly with Alan Tudyk in it. I was like, oh, it used to just be, hey, it's that guy with the red hair, and now it's like, oh, it's Steve the Pirate, and then now it's Alan Tudyk.
Yep.
He's cool as shit.
Yeah. The Dodgeball is a good movie. Oh man.
Yes.
So good.
Where does it rank for your best sports movie?
It's up there, man. It's up there. It really is. It's got to be top 5 for sure because Dodgeball is a lot of fun. It's very rewatchable. It was a product of the last of like the crazy raunchy comedies we got in like the early 2000s. So it's definitely a product of that for sure.
It's up there for me alongside like Caddyshack. I might even like it a little more. No, I don't. But it's that Happy Gilmore, Caddyshack are my top 3 favorite sports movies.
I mean, Caddyshack's a classic. You never go wrong with that.
Like I've never seen For the Love of the Game or. You say Caddyshack 2 is?
Caddyshack 2 is an underrated gem. It's nowhere near Caddyshack 1, obviously, but I'll give Jackie Mason credit for Caddyshack 2. Just a little bit, not too much, just a little bit.
Yeah,
I mean, there's also matzo ball out there, but
yeah, I mean, there's also Waterboy.
Yeah, Waterboy's great.
Waterboy's good. I don't know. I haven't seen Talladega Nights in a while, so I don't know. That one may have not aged well.
All the supporting characters in that are funnier than Will Ferrell. I mean, that's you're basically watching that for like Jane Lynch and John C. Reilly. I can't remember the lady that played his wife, but one of the best parts is when John C. Reilly's calling him he calls him on the phone.
Oh yeah, call him on the phone.
House. Do you want to come over and play G.I. Joes tomorrow? Yeah, no, I don't want to. You're in my house. Like that. Necessary Roughness. Somebody just mentioned that. That is and it's got Robert Loggia.
Yeah, no, that's a good one.
That's a great one.
What's another one? Basketball. Basketball's good. I love basketball. God, that's a good one. So much fun.
I mean, are we talking strictly comedies? Because, probably one of my favorite sports movies is there's two, and one of them is professional wrestling, and that's Ready to Rumble. I love that movie.
That's
unapologetically love that movie.
That is really fun.
I've always been and always will be more of a WCW guy anyway. So that movie's. Yeah. Now, when they translated that into the actual television program, they missed me with that player, as Teddy Long would say. But no, I really loved Above the Rim, too. That is a fantastic movie with an even better soundtrack. Not a comedy, but, you had Tupac, Dwayne Martin, Leon, and like I said, the soundtrack to that one is a banger. I still have the cassette somewhere.
Oh, my gosh.
What about a little film called The Wrestler? Did you like that one?
That one, dude, that you talk about something hitting you in the feels. That one came out right when I was getting into the business. That was like 2008. And that was Mickey Rourke. He knocked it out of the park with that. It was great. And the cat, Ernest Miller, was in it. He played his rival. Was it the Sultan? I think it was his name. I haven't seen it in over 10 years, but that was a great movie. The parallel that they draw, the allegory that Darren Aronofsky used between wrestling and stripping, and it sounds funny, but it's so true. It really is. You're fighting the clock with wrestling, just like you are with stripping. Your window is very, very small in the grand scheme of things. It's a little shorter as a stripper, as witnessed now by Chris Jericho and his sunken chest. But. And Rob Van Dam still wrestling and still looking good. Not gonna lie, Rob. He kind of walks like an old man, but he can still get in there and light it up for a few seconds. And being a Michigan guy, I was glad to see him on Collision tonight, even though he was teaming with Hook. But yeah, sorry, I went off again.
Oh, it's okay. I'm an RVD fan. He's my third favorite wrestler of all time.
Another movie people may have forgotten. That's a comedy sports movie, The Replacements.
Oh, dude, yes. Gene Hackman, Keanu Reeves.
Yeah.
Great movie.
Yeah, man.
Great movie.
John Favreau's in it as well.
Yeah, he plays the cop, and then they have the one guy in the team that get out of prison, and those two have like their little rivalry until the end of the movie.
Yep.
Yeah, the kicker, he played the devil. He played the devil in Little Nicky. Ole, he was smoking a cigarette. in his helmet.
Rise if. Oh God, I can't even. His name was
Reese
Nigel the Leg
Ifan?
in the movie. Reese Ifan, thank you. I couldn't.
Yep.
His name looks like letters to me, and I'm like, I don't know how to say that.
Yeah.
He played the lizard in The Amazing Spider-Man.
Yep.
Yes, he did.
Yep.
And the best thing I can say about our only offensive weapon is he's wiry.
Yep,
No.
he's wiry.
Say it with me. Wiry. Wiry.
That was a sleeper movie. I remember watching that as a kid, and I was like, this is really fucking good. Also, another honorable mention that's kind of sport adjacent is Celtic Pride.
Oh, with Dan
Yep.
Aykroyd and Daniel Stern?
Yep, and Damien Wayans.
Damon Wayans.
Yep.
I'm sorry, I forgot the black guy.
You horrible.
They had to have
person.
somebody. They had to have somebody be the ball player. It couldn't be Dan Aykroyd or Daniel Stern.
Yeah, Dan Aykroyd's a great actor, but I would not believe he's athletic on film.
Dan Aykroyd in the NBA, that would be fan. That's like if you see. I'm of a certain age, so I remember when the NBA went on strike, like back in the '90s, and they had those commercials. They had like Diane Cannon out on the courts at Venice Beach. She's like, "It's the over 40 men's Venice Beach League. It's fantastic." And you see all these guys just bricking shots. Oh my God, those strike commercials were great.
Oh my gosh.
God, I'm old.
Do your knees hurt?
Yes. That's from
sorry.
wrestling. That's from wrestling for a year without knee pads, though.
Oh.
Nick always recommends people use knee pads for many different hobbies. Isn't that correct, Nick?
Yes. In fact, you should. You should always use knee pads. Oh,
What
God.
if you're with a girl and she busts out the knee pads? Are you gonna be excited or think you're gonna go to a roller derby?
Oh, I'm gonna be excited. I don't know. I don't know where I would think roller derby from all of a sudden, Jeff. Like that's the last thing on my mind.
If she's roller derby, doesn't that mean she's a lesbian?
Yeah, I'm about to say. I was like, that's probably probably plays for the other team, literally.
So she's wearing Doc Martens and a plaid flannel to the arena, so you know you're out right there.
Oh yeah.
I thought she was just a Nirvana fan.
Never mind.
Oh God.
Were you ever a Nirvana fan? I liked them for a minute in college and then grew up.
Nah.
Dude, Smells Like Teen Spirit came out when I was like in 6th grade. Yeah, I was a Nirvana fan for a minute. I did the grunge thing. E-Tep had the long hair, and yeah. Thank God it
Send
was
me that
1990.
photo.
No, sir.
That photo does not leave the computer ever.
Those photos are in Mama Wakuian's archive. They're locked away safe. You ain't never gonna see them.
Damn it.
I will share one with you guys. Well, you guys have seen me. I've showed you pictures of myself with hair, like when I grew it out, and that was I look like a lawyer. I look like a cheap lawyer when I grew it out. And the funny thing was I was performing wedding ceremonies. I'm like, yeah, I can represent you in court and marry you legally and handle your divorce. Here's my card.
You're a triple threat.
I just leaned against a light pole, flipping a nickel.
There you
With a
go.
toothpick in my mouth, you know. See?
Well, Nick, is there anything else you want to talk about before we check in with the audience some more?
No, man.
All right. So, Shrubbles08 had some stuff. He had Star Wars Rey's Okole, the Marvels Okole. I'll take another one and a Joe Rogan Slapnut. So, is that our new word for anus now? Okole? Having a Okole and a smile and shut the fuck up?
It sounds like something the WWE would use because they want to stay PG-13 on TV. That's what it sounds like.
Sounds like a thing The Rock would come up with, and you're like, all right, Rock, we get it. Okole, shove it straight up your candy, Okole. Ha ha.
Yeah. That does sound something like he would say.
Well, here's your first button that you requested.
Another one. Another one. Another one. Another one. Another one.
Oh man.
He's dead.
that guy gets killed every show, I swear.
It's still fun, too.
Yeah.
Did you see that guy accidentally hit that moose with his car?
No.
Holy shit. Jamie, pull that video up.
It's Mr. Flatnut to you.
One of the best segments ever on Nitro is Jeff Jarrett laying out Beetlejuice. I call my son Slapnuts.
Yeah,
How
you
does he
do.
respond?
You do.
He responds to it. He knows that's his. I've been calling him that for like 3-4 years. He's 8. He's like 8.5 years old. I call him Slapnuts.
Yeah. Because whenever I'll come on the show, sometimes you'll be like, "Come over here, Slapnuts," and I'm just like,
And then he chops the shit out of me.
he does. He really does.
And I mean, he doesn't hold back. He's like, "Move your chains, Dad." He's like, "I'm not hitting your chains. Move your chains." I move him out the way. Oh yeah, he lays in too. He full on stands back, backhand, and just whoppa. Yep, it doesn't, it's, I'm like, man, you're working stiffer than some of the guys I work with in the ring. Like, Jesus. Like, I'm waiting for, he's too small to give a receipt to yet, though. You got to wait a couple of years yet. Wait a couple of years.
You'll learn him.
Oh, he's taking my finisher. He's taking the Razor's Edge. I did it once in the lake. It freaked him out. we were in about 4 foot of water, so I picked him up like I was on a power bomb him before I even knew what was going on. And he's about 105 pounds. I picked him up, flipped him over, had him up in the crucifix, and just yeeted him. And he was not, Mom. He was not happy.
I wish there was a video of that.
There should have been, but it happened so fast I didn't have the chance to tell the wife, get the camera. She would have been like, "Don't you do that to my baby." I'd be like, "Baby, he's 105 pounds." Shit, the last match I wrestled, we were wrestling me and my tag partner. Like, I was 245, he was 265. We were wrestling two guys. They were twins. They were 5'5", 115 pounds.
Really?
Yes, I'm not joking, bro. They were tiny little shits. I mean, we just tossed them around. It was fun. The one match I wrestled, I was so drunk, I did the Shawn Michaels for him. I fucking bumped all over the ring. The promoter was pissed. One of them hit me with like a drop kick off the top, like kind of a like Darby Allin style drop kick. I think I bumped and got up and flopped and then got up and bumped again. Just stupid shit. Like, my partner James is sitting there laughing. I rolled over and tagged him out like I was dying. He's like, "You fucking prick." He's like, "How am I going to follow that?" I'm like, "You're not." Like, dude, I don't care. I'm like, this shit, I was like, we're going over anyway. This shit's going to be fun. So, yeah, and then I hit? I think I hit one of them in the face with a megaphone at the end of the match, and then hit the gimmick on him, hit the Razor's Edge on him. But yeah, I was like, we can't go over clean even on these little, the promoters are like, "Oh, you gotta go." I'm like, man, this looks stupid. All right, so I'm like, if you're gonna book the finish stupid, I'm like, I'm gonna treat it as such. So I did.
Zombie Box Reviews, thank you very much for your super sticker. We greatly appreciate that. Our friend Breadman Production says, I sent a Peaches parody for Dion to the email for him to sing about his favorite character from Dark Fate. All right, well, we'll have Dion do that next time. He's at a very important birthday today. And we have a Fuck, Marry, Kill, RoboCop 2, Die Hard 2, Predator 2. Ooh, this is fun. Do you want me to go first? You guys need a minute?
Yeah, go ahead, man.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, so I'm going to kill Die Hard 2.
Yeah.
I'll fuck RoboCop 2 and marry Predator 2. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show, Couch Kendo. What's up, buddy?
Cometh the hour, cometh the man, and cometh the woman, too, if you're a generous lover.
Good to hear your voice, buddy.
Yes, I'm back. We had our big football dinner before our biggest road trip of the season. 4 hours on a bus. Hey-oh, that's going to be a lot of fun.
Jeez. Let's see.
We're playing Fuck, Marry, Kill, RoboCop 2, Die Hard 2, Predator 2. Take a moment and get back with us.
Kill Predator 2. Fuck RoboCop 2 and marry Die Hard 2? Do I really want to do that? No, swap Die Hard 2 with RoboCop 2.
Okay.
Yeah. I gotta marry RoboCop 2, fuck Predator 2, and kill Die Hard 2. Even though I like Die Hard 2, I gotta go that route.
All right, and I will. I'm going to fuck Die Hard 2. I'm going to marry Predator 2, and I'm going to kill RoboCop 2. And what's up, Kendo?
Howdy, howdy, howdy. I see your Lions are looking good against the Fudge Packers.
I haven't looked. I have not looked. I've abstained. All right, okay, so we're looking good. That's.
Are you watching it later or?
No. I just have not. I haven't turned it on. I have Prime, but I just didn't.
Would you like me to tell you what's going on?
Yes, sir. I would like a recap if you don't mind.
All right, so Green Bay got on the board first with a field goal. Then Jared Goff threw a touchdown pass to Amon-Ra St. Brown Anubis.
Hell yeah.
Went up 7-3. Then David Montgomery vultured a touchdown from Jahmyr Gibbs, and I'm fucking butthurt about that because that son bitch is supposed to be my bell cow for fantasy, and he ain't. Then that was 14-3. The Lions got another field goal. Then David Montgomery fucking stole another touchdown from Jahmyr Gibbs to go up 24-3. Then they kicked the field goal to go up 27-3 over the Pack attack at the half. And then Jordan, not Brandy Love, threw a touchdown pass to Christian Watson, probably a white guy just based on that name. 2-point conversion was good. It is 27-11 with 3 minutes to go left. Detroit has the ball in the third quarter.
I'm loving that. Thank you, sir. That is an excellent recap, and that is a very satisfactory score right now for me.
Oh, I love it.
How much I hate Green Bay.
Dude, seeing the Packers take it up the tailpipe now that they have to live, and most Packers fans that couldn't find Wisconsin on the map have to live in an era where they don't have a franchise quarterback for the first time in 30 years makes me happy. Because now you know what the rest of us fucking dealt with.
Yeah, dude. I'm a Lions fan and have been since I was a kid. And, yeah, we know all about shitty quarterbacks and not having any franchise quarterback or player for that matter since Barry Sanders retired. So other than Calvin, which was a guy who retired, I would have got out if I was him too. But yeah.
You have one of the greatest receivers ever, and they completely waste his career.
Yep.
So have we all answered the Fuck, Marry, Kill?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. All right. Grumpy Old Bastard asks, did you guys see the trailer for the Godzilla -1?
No.
I have not. Is that an anime? Because I have not seen that. I didn't think we were getting, what is it, Godzilla versus Kong 2, Electric Boogaloo. That comes out next year. Or I think it's being made. But I have not seen that trailer. I'll have to check it out. I like Godzilla. What's everyone's favorite Godzilla movie?
Damn, that's tough because there's so many good ones.
Godzilla 98. That's my favorite.
That's not the correct answer in any fucking universe.
That's not what I expected, Nick. What? Shame. Shame.
It's a joke. It's a joke. Come.
No, it isn't. You meant it.
He's backpedaling, Kendo.
Yeah, he fucking went. He went for it. He
shot his shot.
And now he's trying to fucking crawdad on
Sure,
the
why
situation.
not? Why not?
No.
Listen. It had a great song and a great music video from an amazing artist from that time.
That
Please
song
don't be
is
talking about
fantastic.
Puff Daddy.
Oh, I'm talking about the Puff Daddy, Jeff. The Puff Daddy.
You know how much Sean John clothes I used to have?
You
More
too,
than
huh?
me.
I can
The answer's a
totally
lot.
believe that from you.
A lot.
I had one shirt.
I hadn't. That was like half my wardrobe at one point. I think.
You had so many tracks.
One shirt was half your wardrobe? I'm sorry you had such hard times.
No, times were tough. I was young and needed the money.
For Sean John.
did.
Each had so many tracksuits. So many tracksuits.
It's like Run DMC. You kidding me?
But to answer the question, I'm going to say Godzilla 1985 because that was the first one I ever saw as a kid and made me like Godzilla.
It's a good movie.
It is.
Oh, I like Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla.
The original Godzilla versus King Kong is pretty good too.
I like that as well.
That one, no, I remember watching that one. That one's a lot of fun. Even the old school, I think 80s Godzilla movies are really interesting to watch, just because of the effects they had to use and everything. I remember seeing one where like they had to give him a giant heart or something, and they had to do the surgery in the middle of like a football field or something. It's a crazy movie.
See, I like the Toho stuff. I really did. I like the Toho stuff. The 80s was good. I'm trying to think of the name of the one where was it Batra that dropped like Godzilla's son into like the dome? I can't remember. I don't know if it was Batra. Anything, but I really like the older stuff with King Ghidorah though. Ghidorah has always been my favorite antagonist for Godzilla. I like that was one of the cool parts of the news was seeing Ghidorah. I thought they did a really good job with the effects with him.
I love the old the giant suits and all that stuff with the scaled miniatures. I couldn't place what it was about it as a kid that I liked, but I don't know. I like that otherworldliness. It's so weird. I'd rather have that than CGI. And I don't even hate all CGI, just most of it.
Yeah. So here's my question. Is there ever been a better face turn in the history of cinema and or wrestling than Mothra?
No.
No, that was fantastic. That was great.
I can't think of a better one.
No, I mean, you got Mothra, and you got Godzilla versus Mothra, and then Mothra turns face and is an ally, and they even kept that in the new Waffle Girl Godzilla movies. Mothra's a face.
Oh my god!
Takes the hit for Godzilla so he can beat the shit out of fucking Ghidorah.
Tony Khan didn't book that one.
I mean, yeah, and if you want to talk about incredible face, reactions, I popped massively when Godzilla fucking nuked Boston.
As a Yankees fan, agreed.
So, up next, we have our friend John Thomas who's talking about another crazy movie that I wish we would see. Jason versus Michael Myers versus Freddy Krueger versus Pinhead versus Saw.
Tony Khan, is that you?
Tony Khan's like, I got an idea. Hang on a second, guys.
So now we know John Thomas is Tony Khan's YouTube burner account.
Well, he's been a long-time listener, so thank you, Tony. We appreciate all the support.
The Four Pillars. The Four Pillars match.
I don't know. That's too many. I mean, you could do 3. I know there was Freddy versus Jason and Pinhead supposed to be like the devil that brought them back to Earth or something like that. That was supposed to be a thing in one of the iterations of the script for Freddy versus Jason, but they didn't have the rights for Pinhead. There was supposed to be one. I think there were talks of like Mike Myers versus Chucky, but that wouldn't have worked out because of it's a fucking doll. So I don't know. Yeah, and Saw is just a dude, so he immediately just dies. I don't know what to say.
Let's play a little game. Also, there's a new Saw. Not my thing, but still interesting. Revenge story with a guy using SAE dude. Or using the Saw dude. Okay. The new Saw movie, that's what it's about. I haven't seen Sizzle. I haven't seen all of the Sizzle movies. I've only seen the first one and maybe the third one. So I'm a little late to the party by a factor.
They quickly become torture porn immediately after I think when 2 or 3 happen, and it's just like how can we just make this a really gory brutal kill for no reason? Okay, that's what happens. So no, and it was during a weird time when we were getting Saw movies every October until Paranormal Activity beat them, and then they quit making them.
Yeah, I'm glad the Paranormal Activity craze is over too. There's just too many of these crazes in movies.
Well, I mean, it's just one of those things that just Hollywood latches onto. If there's something works, and they just beat it into the ground like a dead horse. So that's what they're good at.
Just say nay.
Guy named Griff, just say no. Thank you, Tony Khan. TLJ Screwjob says, best Rock promo and best Austin promo, not King of the Ring 96.
Ooh. That's the one that shot him into the stratosphere, though.
Uh-huh. I'm going to say the best Rock promo is the one from Fully Loaded 1999 when he's talking to Triple H, and Triple H is out in the ring, and The Rock's like, they held me down for 6 years, and he goes, they held you down because you suck, and Triple H is like, you motherfucker. I think that's my favorite Rock promo right there.
The Rock, man, when he basically ended Billy Gunn's run with that promo. Do you remember what I'm talking about? Where he just buried him.
God, my name's Billy. It doesn't matter what your name is.
We just watched that like a week or so ago. That one, that one's up there for me for The Rock. I mean, you want to watch somebody their run, their push just die. There it is. Rock just massacred him with that.
Kendo?
I'm trying to think, man. I'm racking my brain here on Rock promos. It's like, it's hard to pick one that was just the pinnacle because he was such a good fucking person to talk on the microphone. I don't know. I really don't know. The best Stone Cold promo, if you want to go with the one that's not 96, is who was it that he was ripping on where he was talking about brushing your teeth? Oh no, he was just making fun of fucking some guitar player guy, and then he did the video for I don't know, man. This is 25, 30 years ago. I can't even remember yesterday.
I probably, in terms of Stone Cold promos, I'm just going to say the first What promo just because it ruined wrestling.
That did fucking ruin wrestling because now you can't go anywhere or hear any promo for the most part without people getting fucking whatted.
Yeah. It's not...
And then...
It's funny, but it's just like, it's also not funny anymore. It's just been overplayed.
Can we give an honorable mention to Hulk Hogan trying to beat the What promo by saying, "What you gonna do?"
I don't even remember that one.
Yeah, I'm fairly certain that's a real thing. Hang on. Hulk Hogan gets what? Okay,
while you're...
that was a bad Google search because that's going nowhere. But I'm almost 100% positive there was a Hulk Hogan promo that he was doing. People were going, "What?" And he goes, "What you gonna do?"
Well, he's going to sleep with your wife.
Oh, he might. Bubba, is that you?
Our friend John Thomas says, Jeff, that boys spinoff is Gen V, a warped sky high, but still one of them turns into a Muppet.
That's a superpower. He turns into a Muppet. That's hilarious.
What would be the worst superpower in your opinion? Let's come up with a terrible one. Besides turning into a Muppet.
On command.
Being able to pee on command.
I guess I'm a superhero then.
Only your skin going invisible, not your entire body.
Oh, that'd be a bad one.
You have X-ray vision, but it's only for wooden objects.
No, you have X-ray vision, but it's PG rated.
Oh, that's a bad one. Or you have X-ray vision, but it's complete X-ray vision.
Oh god.
So like you can't even see through their clothes; you just see their skeleton.
Not even the fun X-ray vision.
Like, Superman likes to act virtuous, but once he learned he could do that, he's like, haha, Lana.
You can only float 6 inches above the ground. That's as high as you can fly. That's it.
That could be kind of fun, though, man. You could fuck with people at parties.
Oh yeah.
I might not be too upset with that one, if I can only fly 6 inches off the ground. Because, like, you could still make money from that.
I can still make money from that.
How about you can run as fast as the Flash, but only on pavement?
Once you hit dirt or grass, you just stop.
Yeah, you slow down.
Oh, that would suck because you would come to a screeching halt. He'd fuck your body up.
Yeah, there's that. Plus, like, what happens if something bad is occurring and it's off the side of, like, the highway or something? You can't, like, really get out there really quick to do anything about it. You can zip out there and then you're like, hang on, please stop murdering that person while I jog the rest of the 100 feet to you.
You're Aquaman, but you can only talk to goldfish.
No, you're Aquaman, but you can only talk to goldfish crackers.
You can fly, but you're Helen Keller.
Oh, no.
The chick that was locked in the attic?
No. You're hiding Helen Keller under the floorboards, aren't you, Kendo?
I don't have floorboards.
Well, then Helen Keller's not under there, is she?
9? Ich habe keine Juden?
Maybe look at the attic.
Ich spreche Deutsch. I know what
Yeah,
you're talking about.
they're good.
I feel really uncomfortable right now. I need to leave.
Somewhere Brian Lape's got a
I know.
massive
I
erection.
shouldn't have done the Christoph Waltz accent.
I mean, don't make me try to rack my brain for some German phrases to start throwing
Yeah,
out
yeah.
during
You
this
have
podcast.
to pull out your stuff from high school. It's like, what can I remember?
No, man, college. I took it all the way through college. Never got anything less than an A in German, and I forgot it all.
Oh man.
I mean, my family's German, so I was just like, continuing the family tradition.
There you go.
Oh, I gotta watch that Gen V, though. I'll review it. Escape from Barbie Land says, thoughts on Sisu, if you've seen it, and a review when?
Ooh,
I wanted to
good.
see it when it came out,
Dude,
and I just didn't get to.
No, I saw it in theaters, man. It's incredibly worth it. I need to acquire it on 4K. It's fucking awesome.
What is Sisu?
It's the Nazi Hunter movie.
Yeah, it's basically the people who made John Wick decided to make a World War II movie about an old guy who kills Nazis. That's what it is.
It's not like Inglourious Bastards, right? Where it like sells you on the Nazi hunting, and then you only get that for like 45 minutes. Of
No.
a 3-hour movie.
It's no. The only
Talk
thing
about
is,
a hucklebuck.
No. There's like I think there's no Nazi hunting for the first maybe like 5 or 10 minutes when he used just knowing who the dude is and what he's doing. But then he's gonna leave like some country, and the Nazis are gonna come through and kill everybody. It's like towards the end of the war, and they find out that he has gold, and they literally hunt him down. And it's just him like offing Nazis left and right.
I mean, I'm down for that because that was one of the things that pissed me off about Inglourious Bastards. They sold us a movie where Brad Pitt and the Bear Jew were going to go out and fucking beat Nazis with baseball bats, and that was hardly any of the movie.
Well, I mean, it's Tarantino. Yeah. He likes a lot of like long-winded, conversations and shit like that.
I didn't really give a shit about the French broad in her movie theater.
Yeah.
No, I didn't care. They could have taken that out. I would have. Yeah, if you gave me more of, was it Eli Roth that played
the
Bear
Bear
Jew? Yeah. If you would have given me more of him dragging that baseball bat slowly through a tunnel while some Yahtzee's on his knees getting ready to have his brains bashed in, like Abraham and Glenn in The Walking Dead, then I would have been all for it.
Yeah. No. Sisu is that. There is there's a little bit of like German dialogue here and there, but the old man never talks, and he's just trying to get his gold from one point to the other, and Nazis keep fucking with him, and it's great because he just brutalizes the shit out of them every chance he gets. It's wonderful.
Maybe I need to watch that because, like I said, the trailer for Inglourious Bastards, like it didn't feature any of that other story. It was all just Brad Pitt talking about how they were going to go fucking knock the shit out of the Yahtzees. And that's why my dad and I went and saw it on opening night. It's like, fuck yeah, dude, this is the type of movie we can get behind. Beat them Kraut bastards. And instead, it was about some French broad in her movie theater. And it's like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, yes. Unfortunately, Sisu, I think, had like a short, limited run. I think it was like 1 or 2 weekends. I did catch it during the weekends for sure, and it was incredibly worth it. It was such a fun movie. It was really good. But
I'm gonna have to get on board with that because
I will.
Yahtzees is my thing.
Yeah, I will acquire it and send it to you. Yeah, it'll happen.
Yeah, drop me that link too. We should do something for it because I meant to see it in theaters, but I moved across the country and everything else kind of fell off for a while.
Yeah, no worries, man. No, I'll find it and I'll make sure you guys get it.
Thank you, Escape from Barbie Land. Enrique Vasquez, thank you for your generous super chat and congratulations to you, buddy. He says, "Hail WCBs. Just wanted to drop in really quick to present a new mini bullshitter listener. My son, he was born yesterday and is a healthy boy. Have a great night and some buttons for my kid."
Congratulations, sir.
Congrats.
Now, Kendo, Etep, you both are fathers. What button would you want pressed?
Allegedly, okay, the blood test has not come back on that yet.
I don't know, man. I saw those pictures and like, there's a resemblance, man. I'm just saying, all right.
Yeah, you're like, if Kendo was a bit of a zipper head,
Oh my god,
we got it right here.
God damn it!
Oh my god!
Woo! That's a spicy.
Oh, Etep, your dad would appreciate that one.
Oh, trust me, I heard a lot worse from my old man. He's a non-vet.
God damn.
I know.
No, my kid is the spitting image of me if I was, Asian.
Oh my god.
So, I think this is this is a mean button, but you'll probably get used to this soon enough being a new father.
What's that smell?
Yeah, just wait. Once they get off the formula milk and you supplement them with like powdered milk of some sorts, and they drink like 4 or 5 bottles a day of that stuff. Yeah,
Dude.
It looks like he ran over a mustard truck in his diaper, and it smells like something's been dead in there for about 6 days.
Or wait until they blow out a diaper and it gets outside of like when they're little, the onesie and the diaper, and you're like you just smell it and then you pick it up and you're like, oh my god, and the kid's just laughing at you. Mm-hmm. And then or when you're changing the diaper, it's a boy and they piss on you.
That's got that a few times.
Yep, that's going to happen. You wouldn't think a little guy could have a stream like that, but
he can.
Oh, trust me, they do, and you're gonna. Yeah, I suggest a full riot gear.
A full riot gear.
Yeah, they
always have an extra set of clean sheets as well, because the diapers do really good at holding a lot of the solid stuff in, but if you don't catch it right away and the kid starts rolling around and flopping around on the bed because they love doing that shit comes out the side, literally. And
oh my god.
Yeah, it will get everywhere, and the smell is unmistakable.
Well, Nick, we have a bright future ahead of us.
Yeah, about to say, I was like, holy shit.
But now mine is, as you guys know, he's 8.5, and he's my little sidekick. Unfortunately, he is exactly like me in pretty much every way. That's age appropriate anyway for him. And he does things now like if I say, "Hey son, fetch me a beer," he will absolutely, do that. He's self-sufficient, which is nice because, like that movie Big Daddy's like, I can wipe my own ass, which is fantastic, Mm-hmm. So that you get past that phase, and when they can sit there and play video games with you, or, go out and toss, like I've taught mine how to throw the football now, and that's a rewarding experience right there. It is. That's when you're like, okay. And when the kid talks back to you and sounds exactly like you, or they roll their eyes at you, and you're like, oh Jesus. And then you realize, yep, this is mine. I made this.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I don't need the test to come back. Yeah, you can tell that I fucking sired that thing. But he's awesome. He's
I'm about to
a
say
little
you posted pictures recently, and I'm just like, listen, buddy. I've seen the pictures of your face and the kid together in one picture. It's like there's a similarity there. All right, you can't deny that shit.
Yeah, be like, well, Daddy went to the islands, didn't he? I did my tour of Southeast Asia without ever having to fire a shot.
Well, you fired a shot, all right.
Yeah, you did.
Well,
1 in a million. 1 in a million.
Yeah. Well, what are you gonna do?
Kendo was like, stay on target. This is Kendo's trench run.
Our pal John Thomas has a clarification about the Saw movie. He says that new Saw movie is kind of a ripoff of an old Vincent Price movie, The Abominable Dr. Phoebes.
That's a great fucking movie too.
Yeah, I believe it, man. That movie's so old and nobody knows about it anymore. Of course they'd rip it off.
What's it about, Kendo?
Vincent Price plays a doc. Oh God, it's been so long since I've seen it too, and I missed it because he recently, I think, did it on Svengoolie. Fuck. Vincent Price plays a doctor, and I think his wife dies or some shit, and he tries to reanimate dead things. Hang on, let me pull up the fucking thing because it's been so long since I watched it. In a desperate attempt to reach his ill wife, organist Anton Phoebes is horrifically disfigured in a car accident, presumed dead. That's right. When he learns that his wife died during the operation, Phoebes blames her surgeons and plots an elaborate revenge to punish them for their incompetence. That's right. Yeah, his wife dies, and he proceeds to fuck people up.
Oh, okay.
It's good. I mean, it's 1970s, 60s, maybe black and white. I think Vincent Price, before he became famous for just laughing in the Thriller video.
That's true.
Well, I'm going to add that to my list of classic movies to watch.
Oktoberfest.
Ooh, yeah, that's a 70s Vincent Price. That'd be fun. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
The movie'd be crazy to watch.
I probably haven't seen it in 15, 20 years, but I remember digging it a whole hell of a lot back at the turn of the century. When life was simple and we still had extra buildings in New York.
Jesus.
It's been a long week.
It has been a long week for everyone involved. Now, folks, we will give you more of a Schlocktoberfest rundown a little later in the month. Well, sorry, a little later in the week because the month changes over, 2 more days. So, Sunday. Prepare for Schlocktoberfest here on World Class Bullshit.
Yeah, I might pull out the old Xbox and start doing some horror gaming and do the dark picture stuff or something. Who knows?
Yeah, fucking October snuck up on us. I mean, seems like it was just yesterday. It was like September 27th.
Yeah. Funny how shit happens, man.
You're right, Kendo. You're right.
No, yeah, I didn't even realize that because I was like getting some shit done for grad school today, so I don't have to try to do it this weekend because I'm going to be extremely busy this weekend. And I got it all done. I ripped it off. I'm like, oh, fuck, October's next month? Oh, sweet, I'm done with September. Oh, wait, October starts on Sunday. God damn it. Never mind.
It's also inventory time at Statler Toyota.
God damn it.
And I will be getting myself a Toyota in the next week or so here in October, but not from Statler Toyota.
Yeah, I wouldn't buy from them after that whole thing with the Libyans either, so.
Well, no, mine's going to come from the good people at Sandia Toyota.
Go
see them. They're on Eubank in Albuquerque.
Those fucking Libyans, man. I swear to God.
First, I thought you said San Dimas Toyota. I was like, that's kind of cool.
No, Sandia Toyota.
Yeah, he's going to go to rules.
Yeah, I'm gonna fucking drive all the way to San Dimas, California, to pick up a car. No, it's currently sitting in a cargo crate somewhere in California, awaiting customs inspection. And then I assume some hillbilly with 5 teeth will drive it to Albuquerque on a truck. It better be on.
No,
dude. There
are no hillbillies.
Fucking miles on that odometer. I'm gonna
hire Dana Carvey.
Dude, there are no hillbillies in California.
It's
gonna be some hipster from California who drives it there while he's like live streaming on his phone attached to the windshield or something. Come on now.
As long as mine is not one of the ones on the back of the hauler. Because that way it gives it some crumple room in case either it gets rear-ended or some of the cars start to fall off.
There you go.
The worst thing, because I worked for car dealerships for about 6 years, and when I was doing inventory management, I used to have to handle all the intakes when the new Chryslers and all that would come in, and we had a driver drop a car, like one of the forks from the that like attaches the racks on the truck through the hood of a car, of a Dodge Dart.
Oh,
And he was like, he tried to get me to like say that it wasn't his fault, and I'm like, I can lose my job for that, and you probably should. Like, Jesus, dude. Like, and it was there's me and my intern who did that. We were sitting there watching him, and he's unhooking everything, and all of a sudden he moves like one of the pins, and then boom, right down. I was like, oh my God. Like, well, I'm glad it was a dart.
Jeez. Still though, that you got to get a brand new hood and all kinds of shit.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Oh, and it went through and smashed up like a bunch of like the wiring underneath because it was. Needless to say, that car never hit the lot.
That's terrible.
Yeah, brand new.
I wonder why.
Discount. We sold it at a discount. Flintstone.
Our friend Escape from Barbie Land, thank you for your very, very generous super chat. He says, Marvel has already created a character with the worst superpower. Her name is Soft Serve, and she poops ice cream. She has control over the flavor she produces and can poop pretty much all the different flavors of ice cream.
What the fuck?
Oh my God.
Does she do it into
my
a cup
God.
and share it with another girl?
Hold on. Maybe. Let's look into this together.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Can we buy the rights for that character?
If faith is real, I there's a good chance this is real.
Yeah, can we walk up to Marvel Studios and like, can we buy the rights for that character, please?
Fox might actually. Well, no, Marvel owns Fox now. So, when was this? Okay, this character was created in 2021. Soft Serve was a mutant on Krakoa, seen trying to give fellow mutants her ice cream while waiting to go to the Hellfire Gala. Sometime later, Forge tried her ice cream and said it was the best damn ice cream he'd ever had. On one occasion, Soft Serve found herself in the middle of a huge battle on Otherworld with one of her ice cream cones. Powers. Soft Serve can poop ice cream. She has control over the flavor she can produce. Yeah, ugh. Note, she was created by Bob Quinn. Soft Serve is not lactose intolerant. At first, Bob Quinn stated that Soft Serve had a very different plumbing than other regular humans, but upon further consideration, Quinn decided that her body was instead a portal to the ice cream dimension, with pooping just being a colloquialism for the bizarre location of the portal. So she's got a portal in her, what's the word of the day again? The Hawaiian word for anus? It's all topical tonight. Okole. So she's got an ice cream okole. All right.
So basically, there's a very small portal where she can eat whatever she wants. It gets pooped in another universe, and out of her, because her parallel twin or whatever, she gets soft serve. Does it come out cold? Does it come out cold? Is that's another question.
This is her Okole starfish.
I don't
So
I don't know what to say anymore.
So she thinks chocolate mint just right out.
I guess so. It's like, man, I'm feeling Rocky Road. There it is. Do you think
look, a
Chunk from the
snickerdoodle.
Goonies? Oh, do you think Chunk from the Goonies would trade her in for Sloth?
No, we tried to date her.
I
So
mean,
he's
what
got
would
his
you do
mouth
with-
under the soft serve machine.
She must be very popular.
Would
you break up-
like her?
Loudy butt stuff going on there.
She'll make him a fucking ice cream sundae. What flavor do you want? Give me cookie dough.
Coming right up. Let me finish this corn dog.
What is this?
Oh my God. Can we? No. My question still stands. Can we buy the rights to this character? Because I want to own the rights to this character.
Why don't you just rip it off about a character that actually shits ice cream?
Oh, jeez. I want the rights so I can make her own comic book series and then make a movie later on about her.
Yeah,
I want to sell action figures. I want to sell action figures, Jeff.
Yeah, you know, like
this
those old
character.
the Snoopy snow cone machines. You can make one of those.
Boom! There you go. There you go.
And it's just like her sitting
squatting.
over the side of it, and yeah, you know, when you do it, it just drops out.
Yeah. That's all I want in the world right now is to own the rights to this character and then make it huge.
You know, you get Rocky Road from her, but you ask for chocolate. You're like, I didn't want Rocky Road. Why is there nuts in this? And she just kind of looks at you and turns away.
You can't look her in the eye when she's making your cone, though.
There's not
No
supposed
eye
to be
contact.
corn and vanilla.
It's Mexican ice cream.
Oh, con leche.
Oh my god.
And then Escape from Barbie Land says, and no, soft serve is not lactose intolerant.
My question still stands. Does it come out cold? That's the question.
Ugh. If not, it's just baby food.
It would have to come out cold because it would just be liquid.
And
Yeah.
It wouldn't be soft serve anywhere. It would just be fucking bags of milk.
Yeah, it would be, you know, fucking 12-pack of Blue Moon beer type of soft serve.
and I assume
Screen.
like you only get one scoop per sitting or whatever.
No, I'm gonna guess that this chick could just like, you could hire her for birthday parties. It's just like,
Oh my god.
It's just
You know,
coming
we
from
should-
everywhere.
Dude, her OnlyFans would be fire, okay? I'm just saying.
oh, I'd sign up.
Hey, Nick,
What's up, man?
do you think her shit could turn purple and smell like rainbow sherbet?
100%.
I've got some rainbow sherbet upstairs. Hang on a second. Let's investigate.
No, you
this.
just got soft serve upstairs.
Yeah.
Oh
and
my
its
God.
Flavor
Damn
is pralines and dick.
Can you hold the pralines, please?
Oh, what?
Now I got a lot of ideas for art to do with this character, but I'm not going to draw.
That's why I want to own the rights to this character because it would be hilarious.
I have the visual now of like, you go to this. Never mind. We'll talk off air. I don't want to get demonetized.
Can we walk up to Marvel Studios and just ask for like, can we go ahead and buy the rights? Like, I got $37 in my pocket. Can we just do this now?
Yeah, be like, you're not going to make any fucking money with this character because you guys will play it safe. We, on the other hand, are a bunch of degenerate assholes. And we will do exactly what should be done with this character.
100%. 100%. It'll be great.
It'll be something.
It'll be memorable. It'll be very memorable for sure.
That part is accurate. I don't dispute that at all.
Yeah. Yeah, but we will treat the character the way it should be treated.
The way she deserves.
Yes.
You know,
Oh my god.
anytime we learn something here on the channel, I feel like there's an appropriate button to press. And now that I've learned about soft serve, well, this has to be pressed.
I was worried about what button was coming, so I'm like, is there a new one I don't want to know about?
I mean, it could have been this one.
George Bush doesn't care about black people.
Well, I mean, dude's just spitting facts at this point.
We also got this one.
Guess what, motherfucker?
Soft serve for dinner.
Yeah. Soft serve's coming over and she's making your dessert.
She just goes into the kitchen and takes off her pants and starts like, all right, everybody get me some bowls. What flavor do you want?
Yeah.
Who's playing her in the movie adaptation? Amber Heard.
Yep.
There we go. Perfect.
Typecasting.
That's what we need. That's why we need to.
Well,
That's why we need the rights to this character.
Amber just shit on the street down in South America. I mean, why wouldn't she stand on your kitchen counter and make you soft serve?
I don't know. Does she piss lemonade too? Strawberry lemonade if it's a certain 5 days of the month. Man, why is there strawberry syrup on my ice cream? I didn't ask for that.
Oh my god.
This is fucking weird.
This just got really weird really quick.
Oh jeez.
Don't fucking be mad at me. Marvel did it. I'm just, you know,
Somebody, no. Somebody at Marvel thought it'd be a good idea to make this character and went through a certain process and they let it just happen.
Well,
I mean, here's the thing. Somebody at Marvel, like you said, came up with this character that gets paid lots of money to be creative, sat down and said, what if we make a character we call her Soft Serve and she poops ice cream? That is something an 8-year-old would come up with.
How old is this writer? Let me look it up real quick.
So while you're looking it up, I mean, my question being, I mean, she's got the equipment for it. Does she make milk? You know, can she make milkshakes as well? Is my question.
Oh,
I mean,
she's a partner for that with an attachment.
Yeah, milk.
Well, I mean,
lemonade
she's got.
around the corner where soft serve is made.
She's got the. She's got jugs. I mean, she's a female. She should be able to.
What if she doesn't identify as a female anymore? Maybe she.
I mean, she
got the top chopped.
Is she not? Is she soft serve Mulvaney? Is the question.
She pees Bud Light for you. I got draft. Who wants draft?
Oh my god.
Milkshakes, Bud Light, soft serve ice cream, and peanuts. Get your peanuts.
And if you're a lucky sailor boy, a hot dog.
Oh my god.
This is what the writer looks like.
Oh, this will be good.
There we
Yep,
go.
just as we expected.
Yeah,
Keys
that makes
dog.
sense. That makes sense.
Yep, that
Is that guy still on the internet?
Oh, probably.
Another piece of the puzzle falls into place.
Hi, my
Well-
name is Bob. I'm trying to read his thing.
Oh, I'll read it to you right now, since this is an audio podcast. My name is Bob. I am a loud idiot that draws pictures for people on an extremely professional basis. After
got
12
that
years
first
of video
part
game
right.
development for companies like Disney, THQ, Activision, and so on, I gotta get out of that mess, so I decided, yo ho ho, and an artist's life for me. Since then, I've drawn comic books for publishers like Marvel and Dynamite, drawn and written self-published work for just me, and maybe you too, and drawn pictures for major studios that I said I can't say I worked for because I signed an NDA with them.
I want to fly to California, walk up to Marvel Studios, and buy this fucking character. I swear to God.
I'm guessing if this guy has a significant other that is a female, and if he doesn't, not that there's
she's
anything
a
wrong
top.
with that. Well,
He's a top.
he's a well. What I was gonna say, Kendall, was he probably watches larger men than he have their way with her, and then makes them a nice sandwich and buys them some shoes afterwards.
Cock-a-doodle-doo.
Yeah, he's working on that Jack Murphy beard. I'm just saying.
Oh,
Yeah,
my
he
God.
sits there and has his low mane.
I ain't into sharing my low main, son.
Oh my God.
What a fucking weirdo. Well, folks, this is one of those historic moments on the channel.
Yeah.
Oh jeez.
Glad to be here for it.
Oh, my God.
TLJ Screwjob, thank you very much. He says, that's the one where Vincent Price makes the guy operate his own son to get the key to save him, which Vincent's character hid in the son's body.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
sounds.
Dr.
Yeah, that.
Phoebe sounds great.
It is.
Yeah, I'm going to add it to my list. TLJ Screwjob also says, don't tell Dion. We'll ask if he wants... Sorry, don't tell Dion. We'll ask if he wants her and then explain after he answers next week. Make a note, Jeff. We'll make Dion Green in ice cream heaven.
I mean, she looked like a white character, so you already know he's in.
Oh yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, that's the prerequisite. Is she white? Yep, I'm there.
Yeah. You didn't hear the rest of it. She poops ice cream and weighs 350 pounds. I don't care.
He's like, you already had me convinced. You don't need to sell me anymore.
Oh my God.
Thank you, TLJ Screwjob. Escape from Barbie Land, clearly a listener of the evening, says, what an ice cream company would She-Devil be the perfect mascot for and why? Ben & Jerry's or Little Baby's ice cream? I was going to say Ben & Jerry's, since their social media team's already dog shit. Why not add her to the list of things to tweet about?
Yeah, I mean, they no, because here's the thing. They can say single source, locally made,
Organic.
Yeah.
Small batch.
Yeah. Well, it depends on what she ate for lunch.
Yeah. Yeah, they can put all those stickers on there and be fine. So yeah.
Be like, we need some heladas. Eat this huevos rancheros.
I don't know what to say. Could you imagine her in the commercial? Do you like ice cream? And then she just takes her pants down.
Yeah.
I think that would sell 1 million gallons of ice cream.
It would. It would.
I bet you'll love my ice cream.
You know, my birthday's in about a month. I want to hire her for my birthday party in Vegas. You think she'll show up?
In Vegas, yeah.
Fucking crazy.
Pop out of a
party
cake and then make you some orange.
The ice cream to eat with the cake?
Yes.
Well, I like the way you think.
Oh my god. We need to have this character, Jeff. We really do.
Yeah, or we just need to rip her off in a copyright way, or a way we will avoid getting sued. And I think
Or that.
that'll work out
I'll
for us.
take that too. I will
The
gladly.
funny
take
thing
that
is,
too.
we would be able to parody her and call her soft serve but they gave that to her already. So like, it's like, fuck, we got to come up with a good parody name.
Can
Dude,
folks out in the chat help us come up with one?
100%. I'm 100% down to parody this character and then like and try to make some money off of it. Oh my god.
Overkill 161 says the writer must have a feel for the fecal.
Copperphagia. That's the word for it.
It's Mr. Hanky, isn't it?
Yep.
I had no clue that was actually a thing.
It is. It is. Yep.
Why don't we just create our own character and name him Alabama Hot Pocket?
I know we don't kink shame on this channel, but this is weird.
Marvel let it happen. Like he could have. He gave it to them. They approved it, and then she's a fucking character. They could have been like, "Go fuck yourself," and then said they're like, "Nope, put her on the list."
This is up there with being a furry.
It
I mean,
is.
They're as bad as the furries.
Yeah.
There were so many furries at this comic convention this weekend. I didn't know what to do.
How
Like
many
it was that
furries?
many.
There's always a fuck ton at Dragon Con, and it's weird. It's always.
I would
weird.
have went home and got my flames. I mean, they're not people.
Oh my god.
They're not like Soylent Green. They're not made of people.
Oh god. Yeah. Oh man.
TLJ Screwjob says some a-holes down 300-year-old tree at Hadrian's Wall.
Oh yeah, I saw that just now a minute ago on the news that there was like an ancient tree that's right there by Hadrian's Wall that was featured in Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, or something like that, and some ding dong kid fucking chopped it down.
Yep.
Jesus Christ.
At least they should kick him in the balls for it.
It's England. He'll get a slap on the wrist.
If it was somewhere else, they'd cut off his wrists and everything below him.
That's that.
Not that I
That's I mean
advocate for that.
that's the area that's in the middle and also east as well. So yeah, they do those kind of things there.
Well, what they should do is they should just get the tree, prop it back up, and then you just glue it on there, put some clamps, and be okay.
Well, they could use Gorilla Glue. I mean, obviously, if it'll hold hair, it'll hold a tree.
Right. Fair point.
Oh my god, I forgot about that.
Oh, Pepperidge Farm remembers.
Yeah, my fucking messenger thread with you probably remembers that one too.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm sure I got that from
memes
you.
there. There's a lot of memes there.
Yeah, if the FBI ever looked at me or Pete's phones, we're going to jail.
Oh,
Dear God, no! Any chat that I've had with a bunch of dudes is always just like fucking questionable. Like if the FBI ever looks at it, we're like, we're all screwed. We're just all screwed.
we're going to Guantanamo, Kendo.
Yeah, we're sharing a fucking cell. They're gonna put us together.
Etep and Kendo had escaped from Guantanamo Bay.
Yeah, they're like, solitary is too good for both of you. You have to just stay in this box together.
You'll be having the time of your lives.
Yeah,
It's gonna be like the
fun.
movie
Talk
Life.
about the memes. Go ahead, talk about the memes.
We're gonna race swap Eddie and Martin Lawrence, Eddie Murphy and Martin Lawrence in Life, and it's gonna be me and Kendo in Guantanamo Bay in the yard standing on Coke bottles.
Yeah. That's probably what'll happen because
Who's gonna take our cornbread, Kendo?
I don't know, but we
You gonna eat your cornbread, boy?
I fucking love that movie.
Yeah, I'm gonna eat my cornbread. Anybody touch my cornbread, there's gonna be consequences and repercussions. I saw that in the theater. I love that movie.
I did too.
Oh, man, that's so much fun.
I went there with my dad and my uncle. I fucking love that movie. It's so good.
Yep.
Thank you, TLJ's.
Right. Sorry, Jeff.
Oh, you're good. Believe me.
We go
I'm that baby's daddy.
Fucking Bokeem. And that was the chick, oh God, she was on one of those crime shows that played the warden's daughter. And Can't Get Right was Bokeem Woodbine, who also played Massive Genius in The Sopranos. He's trying to sleep with Adriana, Tone. I can't take that. He's trying to sleep with Aid. This is bullshit.
Oh, that fucking guy.
Yep. It was Massive Genius.
You do a good impression of him.
Oh, Michael Imperioli? Yeah, I did that in one of my videos. I had to do because Michael Imperioli went off and he don't want no bigots watching his work. I don't want none of those right-wing guys watching my work, Tone. Make sure you protect my work, even though my character was a bigot, Tone. I don't want no bigots watching my work. No. They can't watch The Sopranos. Tell Paulie to come over here.
Well, he just sounds like a big pussy. Great character, by the way.
Pussy was.
Yes. Oh, absolutely. Vincent Pastore was great.
And now he's sleeping with the fishes.
He is.
Take me to the river.
Folks, if you'd like to have a Sopranos, revisited, just you know what to do.
Yeah, we'll put it on Patreon. We'll do the series eventually. We want to get those patron numbers up, folks. We want to get to 200 patrons and then 3 and more. So join us over on Patreon, patreon.com/worldclassbs. Get involved. Any tier helps. We continue to grow the channel. We're past 193K, on to 194K. We want to get to 200K by the end of the year. So spread the word, click that like button, and subscribe and watch all of our content as it goes live. Escape from Barbieland says, if only South Park, Robot Chicken, or Metal Canyon knew about her. Or Meat Canyon. What's Meat Canyon?
Yeah. I have no idea what Meat Canyon is. Robot Chicken, yeah, I love Robot Chicken.
Meat Canyon sounds like soft serves, like fucking, Robin.
Soft serve and Meat Canyon.
Yeah.
I want to know.
How'd she get the name Meat Canyon? Well, she used to hang out with Lexington Steel.
Oh, God.
TLJ Screwjob says, soft serve can do an attack like that one scene in A Bug's Life with the avalanche. She turns around, squats down, and look out for enemies. Here comes the flood. You know what we could do is we could do like an E! True Hollywood story or a behind the music about the downfall of soft serve and how she accidentally killed a man at a bachelor party because he was a diabetic.
Dude, please write that down. Please fucking write that down. Please do that, because that's fucking hilarious. Oh my God.
Oh, I know.
Please
who
write
the
it
victim
down,
can be.
because that's too much. That's too much.
All right. Soft serve
my
kills
God.
a diabetic by accidentally pooping in his mouth.
Oh my God.
You know what we should try to do is just get this Bob guy on the show.
Yes, do that too. We can ask him horribly intimate questions about why he made that character and how that whole process came to be. Because I'm curious how
please.
Marvel just let that fucking happen. That's hilarious.
Please have me on for that with him. I have some questions. I have a lot of questions.
Oh, you have to be on there because you're part of this now. Whether you want to be or not.
Oh,
Escape from
I got
Barbie
made?
Land. Yeah, you got made. Thank you, Escape from Barbie Land, telling us about Meat Canyon. Now we're going to... That sounds like a fucking board game.
It does.
After you're done with Candyland, folks, play Meat Canyon. What's that about? Find out.
I want the
Ages 12 and up.
sirloin.
I live in a porterhouse. Like, what the fuck? Anyway, TLJ Screwjob says, never look at Dippin' Dots the same way again.
Dippin' Dots could be her arch enemy.
Or her dingleberries.
Dippin' Dots
but never
girl.
mind.
Ugh.
Her tingle. Wait, she has ass hair now and she's making ice cream out of there? Okay. That's a bridge too far to cross.
She's from Portland.
Loudy. She's from...
Look, I've been doing when I say I did research into Portland for Wokebusters, I really dived headfirst into my research. So, all about authenticity, folks. Xavier to God says, would it have worked in WWE if Raw... would it have worked in WWE, made Raw of in 2018... Wait. Would it have worked in WWE, made Raw of in 2018, and kept SmackDown TV 14? Are you asking if they would have made Raw like for mature audiences? Because I think the text got messed up. I don't want I don't want Raw to get PG. I'd like for it to stay like a PG-13 rating, where it's like, yeah, anyone can watch it, but little kids need some stuff explained, or just should be in bed at this time of the night. I always find it funny that they're worried about a child-friendly brand when their shows are on when kids aren't even awake. So,
Yeah.
it's always a weird thing to me. Now, what's your guy's favorite Rock? It doesn't matter. Mine is the Dudley Boys one. Yeah, mine too. I hate to say that, but it doesn't matter. And then he punches him right in the fucking face. That's my favorite Rock one right there.
Mine is Jericho's debut when he was,
Yeah.
I was like, what's your name again? And he's like,
I told you
Yep. It doesn't matter what your name is. That's probably my favorite right there.
That one is classic.
That's such a great debut. I know people are like, it killed Jericho's momentum. No, he went on to be a multiple-time world champion. I think Jericho was
Yeah.
okay.
Jericho was just fine. It wasn't Billy Gunn.
Yeah.
And now he's daddy ass. He went from ass man to daddy. I mean, well, let's not get into the semantics of his ass involvement, but
Well, don't scissor him, daddy ass. That's really what's weirder, scissor me, daddy ass, or the girl that shits ice cream?
oh god.
Both are terrible ideas.
But after looking at Billy Gunn's career in retrospect now with the gift of hindsight and all, everything makes sense with him. It really does. How he's, gotten to where he is today. It's not, I bet you're wondering how I got here with Billy Gunn. No, it all adds up. The equation's there. The Steiner math does make sense, folks.
Escape from Barbie Land says, Meat Canyon is a YouTuber who creates horror vids. I'm going to have to check that out. It's just a great name. Meat Canyon meets Buffalo Jeff. That'd be a good crossover.
Meat
TLJ
Canyon meets Mr. Mandingo. Will he touch the sides?
Yeah.
DLJ Screwjob says, soft serve, diabetic sounds like soft serve, diabetic sounds like a more real version of that comic where X-Woman kills a guy for not recycling a plastic bag. Yeah, that happened. I think ours sounds a lot more fun as well.
Yeah. Aren't the X-Men not supposed to kill people if they don't have to?
No, the X-Men are in that weird moral gray area where they're trying to save humanity, but they kill people.
Oh, they're tweeners.
Yeah. Wolverine's the biggest tweener. He kills more people than anyone else.
Well, I would expect that out of him. He's Canadian. He's violent.
Yeah, well, and I mean, isn't he dating Cyclops now and happening to, say they date Jean Grey as well?
Is that still a thing in the comics?
I don't know, but that was probably the worst thing I've ever seen was them sitting there when I think Cyclops said to Wolverine, he's like, we don't just have to be together when she's around. I'm like, okay. Like,
wait,
this is what
so
we're doing?
Jean Grey, Cyclops, and Wolverine are a throuple now?
Yeah, they were at one point. Yeah, this was some of that modern
and they wonder why comic book sales have gone down. Huh.
You're
Mystery
a bigot,
there.
Kendo. You can't say that.
Yeah, I know.
Don't be no bigot, Kendo. That's Michael Imperioli here. Don't be no bigot.
Well, I mean, I don't listen to Michael Imperioli or watch his movies, so I'll fucking be as much of a bigot as I want. Now, let me talk about some of the other minorities I don't like, if you just give me a moment.
Oh, God. Monster01, thank you very much for being a member. He says, my real question is, who would be Soft Serve's arch villain? Constipathia? Immodist? Klepto-Bismol? I got nothing. I'll take a rhino birth, please. Another great night, boys.
Oh my god.
Oh, dude, no. Like, her arch enemy would come in two forms. It would either be like X-Lax, because then she wouldn't be able to turn off the tap, or, bananas. Eat too many of those. No, cheese. The block of cheese, man.
I thought you were going to say Waffle Cone was her mortal enemy, but, Block of Cheese Man works because she's constipated.
Yeah, or just fucking Chicago-style pizza. I mean, we went to Chicago. That fucking wrecked me for 5 days. I couldn't poop.
Now we know how to torture him, Nick, because Chicago style is hard to turn down because it's so delicious.
It is.
Yeah.
Now you're glad you didn't go to Horror Hound because we had that on the first night.
I don't know, man. Like, I had the Luminaldi's pizza because I didn't learn my fucking lesson. That first night we got there, I like helped you guys crush a couple of Chicago style pizzas. Then I was stopped up for a few days because even Nick had that look on his face after I went into the bathroom and came out like, did we have blast off there, buddy? And it was just like shaking my head like, no. But like by day 5, and we had eaten more Chicago style pizza in that time. I came out of there. I looked like fucking Risky Business coming out of there, fucking sliding out of the bathroom, doing the fucking dance. I'm like, I'm so happy I finally was able to take a shit.
Yeah, somebody slid out of that bathroom.
Yeah,
I had some issues that night later with the Chicago style deep dish pizza. A lot. It would, let's just say, oh yeah, the cream rose to the top that night, ladies and gentlemen. Oh yeah, I don't know if it was that or if it was the whiskey, but it came back up and it didn't feel good. Oh no.
I sympathize with the problem you went through, but I think Dion had the worst time with the pizza when he carried it sideways and spilled it all down his pants.
Yeah.
Why?
Because he was drunker than shit.
Well, that makes sense.
He carried it like a briefcase in like an awkward angle, and like the oil just went down his pants. I'm like, what is wrong with you?
He goes, did I just step in a puddle? I'm like, dude, that's the pizza. He goes, oh, god damn it. And so the next day, you brought us over the pizza boxes to the convention. And I'm like, why is Dion soggy? And then you open it up, and all the toppings have just slipped off, and it's just a pile of mush and undercooked dough.
Jeff, we got breaking news.
What's the breaking news, Kendo?
We have a famous person that has died today, Dumbledore.
Oh, from Harry Potter, the second Dumbledore.
Yeah, Dumbledore is now sleeping with the fishies. See,
did Michael Imperioli have anything to do with it?
Probably.
Look, I can't neither confirm nor deny that, Jeff. But look, I wasn't there. I was with Aid. We was down at the club there. Sil and Paulie were there. Even Bobby Bacala was there. We was all hanging out down at the Bing.
Was Tony Tutos with you?
Nah, Tony Tutos. He's gone. He's over there with Big Pussy and Jimmy Altieri.
All right, good to know.
Jimmy Altieri.
Not that I'm trying to sell a movie. Not that I'm trying to sell a movie called Cleaver. Nothing like that, Nick. I would never do that. I didn't even shoot Tim Daly just because he was in Wings, and I hated that fucking show.
Oh my god.
To be fair, Wings was a good show. It gave us fucking Thomas Hayden Church.
I was gonna say it was a good show, but Michael Imperioli, I don't fucking like it. I don't like Tim Daly.
What was it like when you accidentally killed the dog? You killed Cassette.
Look, I'm not going to lie. I was high as shit when I killed that fucking dog. I really felt bad about it, but then I just got high again.
Oh, okay.
And then they had the interference or intervention thing, and Paulie made fun of me. And
that was one of the greatest. So there's several scenes in that TV show that's incredible. And I will go back and watch occasionally. That is one of them where I'm bored and I'm just like, I want to watch the intervention with fucking Christopher.
Yep. That and I'm.
What was it like talking?
It sounds bad, but when Ralphie killed what was her name?
Pyomai.
Shit. No, not Pyomai, the stripper.
Oh, the stripper. Fuck, I can't remember her name.
When he's like, if we have a girl, we'll name it after you, and if we have a boy, we'll name it after me. And she's like, oh, you do that? He goes, yeah, we'll name it. If a girl, we'll name it after you, so it can be a cocksucking whore like a mother. I'm like, oh my god! And then she fucking when she hits him, it's like, and Ralphie liked that shit. But yeah, she hit him, and he just beat her, and he just leaves her out back, comes in, sticks his hand in that bucket of ice that the champagne was in. He's like, hey, where's Tony's like, where's so-and-so at? He's like, oh, she fell. Crazy. It's like, oh my God. They go out back, and she's just laying there. He just left her. It's like, holy shit, Ralphie. Him and Richie were like the craziest characters in that show, Richie Aprile.
Yeah.
Who played him?
Fuck, I can't remember that guy's name.
It was the same actor. He was one of the bad guys in UHF with Weird Al, though. He's the one that got all the staples in his face because he's like, none of this would have happened if you wouldn't stuck your face in our business. We'd all be going home a lot sooner. And then Michael Richards shoots him in the face with the staple gun. Yeah. Yeah.
God damn, he is. He's the one that gets fucking stapled in the face.
Yep.
God
I
damn it.
love that movie. I own that on DVD. I bought that in like 2002, I think.
Yeah, I bought it. Yeah, I used to have like the first run DVD, and then I fucking lost it. And I've been trying more. It's on the list of like rebuys to go back and purchase the shit again. Oh yeah, I forgot Emo Phillips was in that movie.
Yep. He cuts his thumb off.
That's right.
If you look carefully right here, oh no, it seems I've cut off my thumb.
David Proval is the actor's name. Oh shit, he was in the Shawshank Redemption, which I've still never seen, and he's in Four Rooms.
What?
Four Rooms. Yeah, I've never seen Shawshank Redemption. I get all the fucking references to it, like the butterfly thing and the standing there in the rain with the shit falling on your face and all that stuff. I get all that, but I've never watched the movie. But he was also in Four Rooms. In Four Rooms, I have watched. That's a fantastic movie.
Tim Roth is crazy in that.
Yeah, Tim Roth is awesome.
Never seen.
He was in the Monster Squad. Jesus Christ, this guy's got.
Who was he in the Monster Squad?
I'm looking. He was the pilot.
Yes, he was.
Holy shit.
Yes, he was in the very beginning of the movie. God, that's a fucking fantastic movie. Monster Squad is great.
Rock until you drop.
Yeah, they're releasing the 4K version of it very soon.
Yeah, after Halloween.
At least
I
they're
just
doing
think
it.
I think
Yeah,
it's
that
funny though
is-
because they officially responded. They're like, "Yeah, we couldn't get it out in time, or else we would have."
I mean, with things like that, I mean, it's fine. At least, hopefully it's going to be a wonderful transfer, so it's okay.
Shit, he was.
I
in
own the
Departed.
Goonies in 4K. I don't
Wait,
know if I
no,
need the
that's the
Monster
Departed.
Squad.
Well, you need Monster Squad, you need Goonies, and you need Explorers in 4K. That'll get
The
you your,
Explorers.
I
those
don't
3 films.
I don't remember liking the Explorers as a child, Nick. I have to rewatch it.
God, I loved it. It was
Oh,
so
Jeff, he was in an episode of Miami Vice.
Oh shit, which season?
He was in the episode The Dutch Oven, and he plays IA Detective Louis Gallo.
Ah,
my God.
I love the Dutch Oven. It's my favorite episode.
He was in an episode of Quantum Leap.
Oh, I know which one he was in. The one where he never made it home.
God damn it. God damn it. Fuck you guys.
There's an episode. Oh God. Oh no, go ahead. Sorry.
No, good.
No, I was gonna say there's a. No, I totally lost my train of thought. Now it's derailed. Never mind. I lost it.
What I was going to say is Escape from Barbie Land says the X-Woman TLJ Screwjob is referring to is Nature Girl. There was a girl that we called Nature Girl in college because she had hairy legs, but that's a story for another time.
She made her own soap and deodorant, too.
That girl
She
did
always,
not wear deodorant.
she always smelled like patchouli.
Yeah.
What is
The
it,
couple-
Zendaya?
Some of the guys were like, you should go over and talk to her. I'm like,
No!
I never did. I wasn't going to be mean to her. I would always smile and wave. That's about it. That is the extent of my Nature Girl relationship.
I would have went over and talked to her and tried to take her home. Statistical purposes, though, just to be able to say, yep, there's another notch on the bedpost.
I had a girlfriend at the time, so I wasn't trying to, do that stuff.
Jeff wasn't trying to double up.
You know, if you ain't blitzing,
No.
you ain't trying.
I mean, let me go back and jump in my DeLorean and go back to 2008 and look for the girl with the hairy legs and be like, hey, what's up? Maybe this show won't exist because we fell madly in love and I got married and became a fucking doctor. What a terrible timeline.
No, you wouldn't have. You would have fell in love and you'd be fucking chained to a goddamn redwood tree in Portland right now or some shit like that.
I would never live in Portland,
Dude, that would
sir.
be hilarious. Jeff changes his ways because of. Oh my God.
I really like nature, guys.
We never meet him. He Dion kind of knows him as that weird guy who is always going on camping trips and chaining himself to trees.
Yeah. Jeff's like, I'm not the nature boy. I'm the nature man. A real man stands up for nature and just be like, dude, fuck off. We don't even know you.
Oh my
Jeff's
God.
out there with
Funny
hairy
as hell.
legs, girl and James Cromwell gluing himself to a Starbucks counter.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Meat is
I don't-
murder. Dude, this is a coffee shop.
if I ever see those guys near me, I'm just gonna turn on the Joe Rogan podcast around them in full blast. Be like, enjoy this. I hope you like it.
They'll melt in the sun like vampires.
I'm gonna turn on every episode of the Joe Rogan podcast on Spotify. I hope you like it.
No, put on our show.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Some people consider it torture. Some people consider it entertainment. Folks,
Yeah.
press 1 if it's entertainment, 2 if it's torture.
Yeah. Or 3 if it's both.
Yes. Torture.
It's entertaining torture.
Entertaining torture. Okay.
Well, if Dion was here, it'd be entertaining torture because we'd have horse girls and Buffalo Jeff galore. Xavier to God, thank you very much. He says, I meant, would it have worked in 2008 if Raw went PG and SmackDown was kept TV-14? Also, the brands split would still have split rosters.
Oh, I read that as split roasters. And I'm like, did he say spit roasters? I don't get it.
I mean, Mandy Rose doesnn't have a job anymore.
Oh, she's got a job, Jeff. She's on the only.
She's booked. She's booked.
Look, a lot of thirsty dudes that want to look at her in bikinis.
Yeah, you can see it on Facebook for free.
Right?
But if you subscribe, you have the chance of maybe seeing exclusive content
that you will see on Facebook at a later date.
or
ruin the
Instagram.
fucking sales pitch. That's the marketing.
I am not here to help Mandy Rose make any money. Sorry, you're hot. We like you.
Kenda's trying to get that affiliate link money. Is what he's trying to get.
Yeah. How else are we supposed to get shit off my wish list?
Mandy Rose is a lot of people's wish list, Kenda.
Oh my God, that's funny.
You're just
also
a married
an
man.
accurate statement. Yeah, divorces are easy to come by these days.
God damn.
Right? I'm waiting to hear back from Jade Cargill. I've slid into her DMs. I'm trying.
Yeah.
I'm trying.
It'd be real easy. All I gotta do is go to the county courthouse and be like, I want a divorce, and if they say like what grounds, be like, she ain't a citizen.
Oh my God.
I'll keep the kids, send her back.
Damn.
That's like a harsh catalog return.
He's thought about this a lot.
No, I just know that I'm a citizen, and my needs take priority. America.
Fuck yeah.
Let's answer the question though for TLJ or sorry, Xavier to God. I don't think any of splitting the brand by television rating would have worked back then, especially in light of the post Chris Benoit era of the WWE.
Why?
I don't think it was necessary. He died in a fire ensued. No, I don't think he needed to. Look, writing him off TV is one thing, but I don't think they needed to change the whole company because what followed was many years of terrible, terrible wrestling entertainment. And Vince McMahon, I beat the Senate, I'm going to beat this too. You lost more than you gained in that. I get it that shit's valued more, but also too, every time they go, WWE had a record year in profits, it's like, because everything's way more expensive. It's not like, people are buying that much more stuff. It's like when your tickets are $500 when they used to be $200, of course you're going to make more of a profit. But, that's just me. What about you, Kendo or Pete? You think WWE should have split the brands by rating, or it would not have worked?
It wouldn't have worked.
It wouldn't have worked.
For the reasons you stated, on top of the fact that if Raw is PG but SmackDown's TV-14 and the more edgier show, people are going to stop watching Raw to watch SmackDown. Essentially, WWE would be competing against themselves, and that would have just done more harm than good.
Yeah. Thank you, Xavier to God. Escape from Barbie Land said, imagine an interaction between Soft Serve and the Deep from the Boys. If you know, you know.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
I don't know, so please enlighten me.
Well, the Deep can talk to fish, and he also sleeps with dolphins.
So he's like Seaman.
Yes. And I think he also assaulted Starlight.
Yeah, there was a lot of that in the show.
Yep.
And then he got sent to Ohio to be a superhero. That was his punishment, to become a Cleveland Avenger, essentially.
That is punishment. Back to when we were talking about the worst superpower things. Talk about the worst places to be the local superhero would be like fucking Cleveland, Ohio.
Yeah, I stopped the rivers from catching fire. That's my superpower. You're pollution, man.
To be fair, the Cuyahoga only caught on fire like a handful of times.
Yeah, but what if a body of water catches fire? One time is too many.
Yeah, I mean, potato. At the end of the day, it can put itself out. It's water.
I agree, but it also should not have caught fire in the first place.
Semantics.
Yeah, some antics were the reason why that river caught fire. Thank you, Escape from Barbie Land, for everything tonight. I mean, you definitely. It's funny. This is a fan-controlled episode. You took the cake by introducing Soft Serve to this show, our new favorite superhero. Forget Spider-Man, forget Batman, forget the Ninja Turtles. We got Soft Serve.
We need Soft Serve the movie.
I want Soft Serve to fight the Terminegro. It's the one white woman he can't slay.
Oh my god. Oh man, that'd be so much.
All right, we got a fun Fuck, Marry, Kill from our friend Xavier to God, who says, Fuck, Marry, Kill, Kick-Ass, Hellboy, and Ghost Rider movies.
Oh.
I love Fuck, Marry, Kills like this. I'll go first if you guys need a second. I will... Fuck. Oh, God. All of these franchises have like, well, you know what? I'm fucking killing Ghost Rider. I'll marry Kick-Ass, and I'll fuck Hellboy.
I'll kill Ghost Rider, fuck Kick-Ass, and marry Hellboy.
I'm going to marry Kick-Ass because I've only seen the first Hellboy, and that's it. And I have seen 0 Ghost Rider movies because it never appealed to me.
Yeah, they're not good. And I love Nicolas Cage.
The first one was okay. That second one was terrible. Fucking terrible.
I'm gonna kill Kick-Ass. No, I'm gonna kill Hellboy because Ron Perlman's in it. I'll kill Hellboy, I'll fuck Kick-Ass, and I'll marry Ghost Rider because I like Nicolas Cage that much. Ever since Raising Arizona.
The only reason I'm killing Hellboy is because I don't like Hellboy 2: The Golden Army. I know I'm in the minority, but I did not enjoy that movie at all. Loved the first Hellboy, though. We have, let's see. Escape from Barbie Land says, my bad, I meant termite. Oh, you mean the one that climbed in the dude's dick hole and blew up? That's,
oh my god! Oh Jesus! That was the first.
That was the nastiest thing I've ever seen.
First episode of season 4 or
show.
season 3 or something. Oh, that was so weird.
If I could unsee something in entertainment, it would be that.
Yeah, that was. Yeah, we did not need to see that. That did not need to happen.
See, that's why Ant-Man didn't crop Thanos' asshole.
That's the only way Marvel's going to get me back in theaters. I mean it, man. If Marvel has the nerve to do that,
if they pull some the boys shit, they'll bring it. They'll get you back.
If Ant-Man crawls up somebody's booty hole and blows them up, I will watch that movie. I don't need to see it in graphic form. I just need them to actually go ahead and put it in a movie.
Is that the quantum realm? Nope. That's Dr. Doom's colon.
Yeah, his ocole. Man, we used to run off on tangents. Now we can tie everything back together in a nice, perfect bow.
Because we're world class, that's why.
Yeah, we're world class, baby. So, folks, we've had a hell of a show. We went an hour longer than I planned, but that's okay. Anything you guys want, WCBS is here to oblige. Pete, where can we find you on the internet?
You can find me at Etepukuin's The Place to Be Reviews. We got our member stream, which I'm making up tomorrow from today because I was busy. And I've got a bunch of horror content coming out. I've got a video about, we were talking about Toe Thumbs herself earlier, Megan Fox. I have a video coming out about her, my editor. Big shout out to Good Stuff. He's editing that up right now. About her putting her son in a dress. I'm going to kind of talk about that a little bit, and I'm reviewing the Phantasm entire franchise, and we're doing Halloween Havocs every Tuesday in October, along with a Witchboard watch party on the 11th, and Friday the 13th we will be broadcasting from a different location, but we're going to be watching either part 3 or 4 based on an audience vote. A lot more coming up. So yeah, come on over, subscribe if you're not already, and thank you, Jeff and the guys, for having me on again. This is 3 out of the last 4 weeks I've been here, and appreciate you having me on. Thank you.
It's our pleasure, man. Now, folks, we are going to give you guys something that you've asked for a while. We're bringing back the Drunk Watch-alongs for Friday the 13th. We're going to have a lot of fun with those. So join us, get us shit-faced and wasted, and we will entertain you guys as we watch. Have we decided what we're picking, Nick? Are we in Kendo? Are we doing part 6 in Freddy vs. Jason, or are we going to do a bad one? Or
those are part 6. I think everybody likes part 6.
That's the best one.
It is the best one, and we have not done Freddy vs. Jason yet, and I think that That movie has a soft spot in my heart. I watched that with some good friends back in high school, and we had a fun time. That's the only reason I like the movie. It's kind of okay.
Well, folks, you've been asking for the drunk watches. We've just been taking care of business. Life has been a little hectic. I moved across the country. People, we have families, we have things to take care of. But like I said, WCBS is here to give you more each and every week. We have some more super chats, guys. Speaking of more, Xavier to God, fuck, Mary, kill Jason Voorhees, Freddy Krueger, Michael Myers.
Kill Freddy Krueger because he's a kid toucher. There you go, Pete, just for you. I guess fuck Michael Myers and marry Jason Voorhees because he's special needs and everything, so you got to give him an extra bonus.
Oh my god. Kill Michael Myers because he just needs to die. Fuck Freddy Krueger and then marry Jason Voorhees.
Yeah, evil dies tonight. I'll kill Michael. I'll fuck Freddy, and I will marry Jason because he is my favorite horror character and the inspiration for my first and only tattoo. So yeah, I'm marrying Jason.
I'm gonna marry Michael Myers because I think the first Halloween is still the best horror movie out there.
Yeah,
but
it's up there.
The rest of the franchise is dog shit at this point. It's more bad than good. So it's got that. But with that being said, I really don't want to kill any of these guys because I like their movies, but I'll marry Michael Myers, fuck Freddy Krueger, and kill Jason. Because he's the only one that has his own movie where he's not actually the killer in it. Thank you, Roy.
That's true.
Thank you. TLJ Screwjob. Oh yeah, who's in the? Which the other one that? Oh yeah, the first movie.
The first one was Mom.
Oh yeah, the first one is his mom, and then is it the fifth
Part
one when
5
it's
is
Chip Travolta's dad?
Yeah.
And the director of that movie, which I can't remember who directed Part 5, but he directed porn before that.
Oh, that explains a lot.
That's why the scene in the woods went on too long, and he wanted him to go farther, and the actors were like, "We're not comfortable with this."
I mean, it would have been a lot cooler if they were, but
Yeah,
It would have been cooler if they did.
that's just me. TLJ Screwjob. Don't tell Etep. Don't tell me Etep lives in Nilbog. Oh my god!
E-Tap's the type that won't allow somebody to piss on hospitality.
That's the part I think is the best in the movie because everyone quotes the "oh my god," but when the dad goes, "You see this sign? Do you know what it means? It means hospitality, and you can't piss on hospitality. I won't allow it." It's so fucking dumb.
Oh my god.
That's what I love about October. It's time to watch terrible movies, drink way too much booze, eat candy that you normally wouldn't eat, wear stupid shit, and have a good time. Go to parties.
Oh yeah.
Get laid. Have a good time. We should watch Troll 2 eventually. Maybe we'll.
I think we should.
That was fucking hilarious.
We gotta do. The thing is, we should do some of these for the drunk watches because they'll be better when we're shit faced, and then the audience is like, "This movie's terrible."
Yeah.
How can you guys, enjoy it? We're not enjoying it. We're really drunk.
Yeah. We're enjoying being with each other. Not at all the movie.
That's exactly how it rolls. Xavier to God, thank you very much again for your super chat. He says, "My favorite thing about Jason Takes Manhattan is when Kane Hodder threw his replacement for Jason versus Freddy against a mirror."
Yep.
Ken Krisinger.
Yep, that's him. Yeah.
I don't really think anything is special about his Jason and Freddy versus Jason. Kane Hodder all the way. But Ken Krisinger is just there.
I mean, he got the mannerisms right for Jason for sure, and Freddy versus Jason a lot. But yeah, that movie is so wacky. It's so much fun. It is pretty bad when you go back and analyze it, man. It doesn't make a lot of fucking sense. But at least those studios had the balls to do it. They did a versus movie, and it's like it's never happened again. So yeah,
and he killed Kelly Rowland.
Yep, killed Kelly
How
Rowland.
sweet, dark meat.
Oh my god.
Freddy vs. Jason has the absolutely worst final girl of all time, Monica Keena. I hate her so much. Like, I want her to die the entire movie.
She looked good back then, but she looks like shit now, man.
Dude, looks aside, I'm just judging her acting. She's annoying as shit.
No, she is really annoying. Yeah. She had a decent career, but then I think she started dating or hanging out with Edward Furlong, and they just both like
that'll do it.
Yeah, they both brought each other down. It was terrible, or it is terrible.
Say no more, fam.
Yeah.
I was in Terminator 2. Yeah, you were.
And you were the fat crow, too.
Yeah.
The fat crow. Oh, God.
The fro.
Oh, my God.
That's a movie we won't watch for October, folks. Now, our friend Xavier to God also says, I heard the Voorhees actress in Friday the 13th 5, A New Beginning, lost her teaching job after her nude scene. Oh, Deborah Voorhees was a teacher?
Well, she was a teacher. She was a teacher.
Was.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm pretty sure she's made more money from the convention circuit than she ever would have as a teacher.
That's true. I mean, if she had something at her, at the convention where she'd flash you for a certain amount of money, I mean, that'd be even popular too. But
even at this age,
sure, why not?
Oh yeah,
would
dude.
you pay?
Definitely.
Yeah, why not, man?
I mean, I would too. I'm just asking you. That's all. Famous boobs are famous boobs. So.
Oh yeah, 100%.
It's like, yeah, we're going back to Horror Hound for a yearly flashing from Debbie Sue Voorhees.
Our yearly.
It's like, hey, Debbie, we're back. It's 2029. We're still here. Yeah, they've gotten a little lower, but hey, it's cool.
They used to be puppies. Now they're Shar-Peis.
Damn.
Oh my God.
Hey, Dion can still eat, so that's all that matters.
Oh my God.
No, but it sucks that she lost her job for being in a Friday the 13th movie. I can't believe how embarrassed Paramount was of those movies. They made them like $11 million in profit every time. But
yeah, man, they
shamed.
Yeah, they made so much money for them, but yeah, I mean, well, like I've always said, horror is the redheaded stepchild of the film industry. They'll shit on it, but they'll use it to make money.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so according to her biography here, she was born in 1961 in Armadillo, Texas. Amarillo? Fuck it. Prior to it's actually a nice little place. I've driven through there so many times. Prior to acting, she was a Playboy bunny at the Dallas Playboy Club from 1980 to 1982.
Ooh.
It was through this job that she attracted the attention of Playboy magazine. Go figure. And she attended so from 1982 until 1986, she had several minor roles in movies and television series. And then she got into Friday the 13th. Doesn't say anything about her losing a teaching job. And then said she was a writer and worked for the Dallas Morning News.
Okay.
I mean, she might have been that before she was in Playboy, because it's like...
But I also kind of... No, because when she was in Playboy, she would have been 19, and it's way too young to be a teacher.
Yep.
Fair enough.
Let's just all watch that.
She would possibly lose her teaching job in the 80s for getting them out in a movie.
They say the 80s were a better time, and they were, but there were downsides.
I mean, you have Karens in every decade, man. It's just the way it is. I mean, look at you remember what happened with Silent Deadly Night? They did that whole campaign, to ban the movie, and they almost cost.
Yeah, all it did was get more attention.
Yeah.
And it gave us the greatest sequel of all time. Silent Night, Deadly Night 2, Garbage Day.
Garbage Day.
Huh?
Oh,
no! I know way too much of that movie. It's dog shit.
The first time I ever watched that, I'm like, wait, this is just basically them replaying the entire.
It's a clip show movie.
It's clip show the movie starring Eric Freeman.
Every time I watch it, I skip to the part where he kills the psychiatrist and goes on his murder spree.
Yeah.
I never watch the flashbacks to part 1.
Oh, it's fucking terrible.
For as much as I love the Garbage Day part, and it's always my favorite, when he's like, Mother Superior! And he's running through the fucking nunnery or whatever. And he
my-
literally screams the word "moo" as he tries to swing an axe.
Yep.
That movie makes no sense.
Yeah.
Directed by Lee Harry. That's an actor I shit you not, I would spend like whatever it would cost to get every piece of merchandise I own signed by him. Because I got the DVD, I got the Blu-ray, I got
Fuck,
the
we
action
could probably
figure,
get him
I got
on the
the poster.
show. It's Eric Freeman. It's not like he's in high demand.
That's true. I kind of want that to happen now.
Folks, find Eric Freeman. Barrage him with requests to be on our show. But do it politely, because, you know.
Do it politely.
We'll send him a nice gift card after he shows up.
Yeah, $50.
Everybody
to
likes
Stuckey's.
TGI Fridays. You say Stuckies?
Yeah.
Let's get him a gift card to a place he can't redeem it. It's like, hey, man, here's a Frisch's Big Boy
Victoria's
gift card.
It's just big boys. Oh God.
No, we'll get him a Skyline gift card. Kendo wishes
Oh my
he could have some
God, there
Skyline
you
right
go.
now.
Dude, Skyline always hits the spot. But then again, I mean, you could just fucking hand me a chili dog from fucking Sonic. I'd be happy as shit. I'd be like, fuck yeah, dude. A hot dog on a bun with onions and mustard, chili, and cheese? Sign
It's
me
the
up.
simple things that make you happy, Kendo.
Yeah.
Throw
That's what I
some,
like about
spicy chili peppers on there, and you got yourself some good eating.
You sound like Cousin Eddie. Nothing but the best, Clark.
Hell yeah.
TLJ Screwjob, thank you very much. He says, best worst movie ever? They redo Won't Allow It. Oh, yeah, I've seen that documentary. I actually showed it to my mom. She thought it was funny and kind of sad.
No. Yeah, I watched that too. That documentary is really sad.
George Hardy.
Yeah. Yeah.
I always felt bad for the lady that had the mental break and she like lives at home with her mom or whatever.
Yeah, dude. No, because she's like, yeah. Once my mom's not here anymore, I'll get back to acting. I'm just like, whoa.
Yeah, it's a sobering look, but the documentary never makes fun of the people involved. It like makes fun of the movie, but it's really well made.
Yeah, I do love that the director gets up in arms when like the actors are talking about it and making fun of his movie. He's like, no, you don't know what you're talking about. It was this. I'm like, dude, everybody's watched it. You can't just go back and read history because you don't like it and your movie's shit now. Sorry.
Nick, it's always been shit.
Yeah, I was gonna say, to be fair, it's not shit now. It was shit. It's always been there. But it's glorious shit.
Is it soft serve shit?
Yeah.
It's spray painted gold shit. There you go.
Yeah, they took a turd, they polished it up real nice, but it is still a fucking turd. But luckily, we can watch it and appreciate it and laugh at it.
That's true.
I can piss on that film. I will allow it. So, folks, thank you for watching tonight. We had a lot of wonderful fan interaction. It was a lot of fun, and we'll do more stuff. So, like I said, next week, Nick and I will be down in Florida. We will be looking for Florida Man, a.k.a. everybody that's not us. But no, we'll be at Halloween Horror Nights next Saturday night. So join us for the live stream. I will put that live stream up on the channel early so people can find it and get prepared. They can follow us and watch it live. We want to have 10,000 people watch us live. We've never had that number before. 7 was our record. So let's go for more. But, folks, thank you for watching. Check out this weekend's video. We have one that I know you're going to love. And be on the lookout for Wokebusters. And if you can't wait for that one, well, go to stealingsolo.com. Our friend in Norway bought one at the beginning of the show. We've had a few more orders roll in during the show. And I'll go to the post office tomorrow and drop those and send those your way. So is there anything else we need to say before we go?
No.
All right.
No.
So from all of us here, thank you for watching. Be smart, be safe, be cool, but always be excellent to each other.
.com.
Nice shooting, son. What's your name?
My name is Jeff.